Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. Are you ready for the show? Thanks to our sponsors, ADT Taxis, Everard's, Pucka Pies, Pink Car Leasing, Leicester Riders, Hologram, The Fox's Arms, Peter's Pizzeria, Hope Against Cancer, and Newbie and Co-Estate Agents. We want your views, we want your comments, so join us live. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good evening and welcome along to tonight's stream where Leicester City are at home against Rennes, a team 4th place in the French league who will be taking on tonight. And tonight I'm joined by my co-host tonight. Isn't someone I would usually add, but I need a co-host to bounce off, and it'll be good because we're playing against them at the weekend. It's my friend who's also a massive Arsenal fan. It is Adrian. AJ, ready to join?
Hello.
AJ, hello. So,
how are you doing?
You're not we can tell you're not a Leicester fan.
No.
However,
mate.
You are a massive football fan. You love football in general. So, what do you think to Leicester's lineup, and what do you think about Leicester's season so far?
In general, you guys have been, pretty poor. I've thought defensively, especially. It's quite surprising actually, because last year you were pretty decent, but I know you've had a lot of injuries, a lot of problems like that, so it makes sense. But I don't know, Schmeichel's having a bit of a purple patch, isn't he? I play fantasy football, and the one time I thought Leicester would concede loads of goals against Leeds, he ended up having a clean sheet. So yeah, I reckon if you have a bit of a bounce, then you might be all right. I know you've been a bit worried, haven't you, recently?
Yeah, we've been really poor recently in terms of defending, and we've merely missed Evans. We've really missed Fofana, who he actually is making a comeback. He's probably come back against Arsenal.
Ready for Arsenal, yeah. Typical.
Brendan has confirmed that he is in training. Well, we've seen him in training. He's had a few videos come out of him training, but this is his comeback against Arsenal, I think. But let's get a few hellos in. So Elijah welcomes you to the stream. So that's good. So before we jump into tonight's game against Rennes, we are against you next weekend, which, to be honest, I think we're going to get hammered. I don't think we're going to.
Do you think?
We're going to do well.
Arsenal are in great form at the moment. I'm really happy. We're beating the teams that we really should be beating now, So it's encouraging. But you never know with Arsenal, we could surprise anybody at any moment. You could just deal us over, and I wouldn't even be shocked. But yeah, I'm confident, but I'm just taking it as it comes, really. I know it's very boring, but every game. Well,
to be honest, when you're fighting for top 4 and, when we won the Premier League, we had to take every game as it came. That's what you're doing now. You need to fight for those European places.
Exactly.
You're going to win tonight. I thought you were preferring D. Madison, not. I think Tielemans has been really poor the past few games. Yeah, his attitude's changed. He's not the same player who I saw last season. I think Dewsbury Hall for me has been, since Christmas, I think he's been our best player by a long shot. I think he's brought a spark back to the team. Madison, for me, as a shot getting an England squad, he's been quality.
It's difficult. It's competitive in that position for England, but he's doing all right, I think. He's been your main guy, hasn't he? Really, Madison.
He's been our main guy. You obviously wanted to get him in the summer. Arsenal making mad moves, and Madison. Obviously, I don't know if it was his choice or if it was Arsenal pulling out. But I think
it was financial.
Financial.
Because you guys wanted 70 million, didn't you?
Yeah, we wanted 70 million, but I think he's quite injury prone. That's the only problem with Madison. He has a lot of back issues and hip issues at the moment. That's why he was rested last game, because of hip and back worry. So on the screen now we're seeing our main man Kasper Schmeichel. You know, I think he has been an absolute star the last few games. I think he's had a poor season, but the last few games he's been
You
quite.
think?
Yeah.
See, that's what I mean with Schmeichel. I feel like he's been one of your best players all season, man. Like without him, I feel like you'd be losing games by even more. Like of all the players, like from what I've seen, I haven't really watched Leicester that much this year, but from when I've watched you guys, defensively it's been so poor. But Schmeichel's been there pulling out saves left, right, and centre. Do you know what I mean? Looking after you guys.
I think this is what I was quite jealous of Arsenal. Well, not jealous. I mean, like in summer, everyone was having a go, like was making fun of Arsenal for spending ridiculous amounts of Ramsdale, spending ridiculous amounts of Ben White. But overall, you've looked most solidly defensive team this season. Apart from obviously Man City and Liverpool, you know, you've looked quite
Chelsea
solid.
Are in there as well.
Yeah, I think you've looked absolutely quality. And Ramsdale was like that free kick against Maddison was just one of the saves of the season. Free kick. I was so annoyed. But
I'm proud. I was so proud of Ramsdale because I was one of those people that didn't think he was good enough, you know. But I'm glad he proved me wrong because as soon as you sign for my club, I give you a chance. And he's, you know, same with Ben White. I thought it was too much money, you know, English tax. Gave him a chance, you know. Tomiyasu, didn't really know much about him, gave him a chance, and they've all done well. So I think we're bringing in the right temperament of player now, and that might be what you guys might need to do as well. If you recruit, you need to make sure you get the players that are on board, you know.
There's two players. When you said give players a chance, there's two players which I want to bring up. One player which I'm happy to give a chance to, and one player which I don't want to give a chance to. The first player which I'm happy we give a chance to is this player. That's 2 seasons before Ivan was saying sell him, get rid. But this season, I think he's been a player of last season. I think he's been against Norwich, against Burnley and Leeds. He's been absolutely phenomenal. I think he could be a part of main structure of the back line going into next season. I think he's been that good.
Do you think? What would you have Amity and Fofana then, or would you change formations?
I think we'll stay. I prefer four at the back with Justin or Pereira or Castagna as a winger, and then have two.
But that's what I mean. If you've got Fofana back, do you want him to play with Amity and then drop Söyüncü? Or
Söyüncü's going to go this summer.
You think?
Yeah, he wants to go. I feel he wants to be sold. Let's get a few comments in. People talk about giving a chance to Mendy, but I think it's a risk to take him now. But you can come in as a sub. I think he was quality in AFCON. I thought he was in the winning team. I think he deserves more of a chance to play.
Yeah, he kind of gone off the radar, hasn't he?
He has gone off the radar. I think after Claude Puel left, I think Rennes, you can tell he's not in his plans, against Randers. He wasn't even in the fixture. He wasn't even on the bench. Well, that's because he couldn't come because he wasn't in the squad. He couldn't travel. He was going to get his permits done or something like that.
Oh, right. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I'll be honest. No idea about him to be personally. Like I said, the Leicester team. I know a lot of your players that are currently playing, but like Mendy, I can't remember the last time I even saw him play. To be honest,
he came around as a sub against Norwich. I think, if I'm wrong, but I think he's just. We've got Sumare and we've got Ndidi, just those sort of players. Yeah. I don't think we need him lying around. So Rennes, the team we're playing tonight. I don't know too much about them. You've got much more in-depth football knowledge than me around different clubs. Are there any players in Rennes which Leicester should be worried about, or what do you think of them as a club as a general?
Okay, so Doku, he's a Belgian left winger. He's quality. He's tearing it up this season as well. I think he might have a summer move actually, but he's one of those superstars, definitely, that is probably going to terrorize you guys. I mean, who have you got on the left? You got Luke Thomas. Yeah, he's in for a...
Thomas is he's a great upcoming left back, but Rafinha is one player which I'm always worried about going past Thomas. Any player of quick pace and can turn quickly is always a player that can cause Thomas trouble, which is why we need an experienced centre back to cover his backside if yeah, someone agrees with you. Doku is a dangerous
very
player.
pacey. Yeah, very quick, very good player. I think he started to get recognition in the Belgian team as well, like the actual
Oh,
full
definitely.
side. So.
After the Euros, he looked like a quality player in Euros, didn't he? Like he was doing really well for Belgium in the Euros, and I thought he'd make a move back then, but obviously he didn't. But I definitely could be a target for Premier League clubs in the summer.
Definitely, and I'd say Laborde as well. He's doing quite well at the moment. I think in France, he's a quality striker. And Traore, their right back. All I know about him is he's very pacey, very attacking, very pacey.
He's very pacey.
There's a lot of pace in that team. You know, you just got to wonder how, with you guys not defending that well of recent, I just wonder how it's going to play out.
It's really funny how when you think of Leeds, you think of them as like, you know, you're going to concede, you're going to score loads against Leeds, but you'll always concede against them sort of team. We can keep a clean sheet against Burnley and Leeds, but we can't keep a clean sheet against Rennais. That's what really frustrates me about Leicester. When we put our shift in, we can be defensively solid, but most of the time we're just like a sieve. You know, anything can go past us. It's really frustrating.
That's what I mean. It's just the consistency. I mean, you guys haven't had a very solid back line all season, have you? A bit like Leeds, actually. You know, it's very disruptive. People don't give it credit how much you need a partnership. You know, Arsenal, I mean, God knows I've seen our fair share of bad defensive mistakes. But now that Ben White and Gabriel are playing together every week, you can see that they're starting to understand each other. You know, and we're doing better. So I do sympathise, to be honest. So,
Adrian, you're not a Leicester fan. I don't know if you want us to win or not. Obviously, I don't care.
But do you know what?
I'm not a Leicester fan. What are your score predictions for tonight?
Tonight, I want for me as a neutral, I want an attacking game. I want loads of goals.
You want it to be 50. I was like, you know, I want a game with goal. I want a game full of action. I don't want to the Carabao Cup game.
1-0.
The Carabao Cup game was the best 0-0 game I've ever seen. Ever. I want one of those games where like it's just full on attack.
I want loads of goals. I'm gonna say my prediction. I reckon 3-2 Leicester.
3-2 Leicester.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Well, if someone says 3-0 to Leicester, players are out coming out on the pitch. That is right. We're seeing them coming out.
Yeah.
Well, Brighton, Justin, and Dini need to be well prepared tonight. Brighton, I think, is a very, very reliable player. You know, I can always rely on Brighton he always puts in 110% and he always puts a shift in. So I think the player I'm worried about tonight mainly is actually Thomas. I think he's the one player which I'm going to be thinking, can he cope with Doku? That's the one player which I'm scared of.
And I reckon Doku's licking his lips thinking, you know, he's got an inexperienced young left back, young fullback, you know, doesn't play every week. I reckon he's gonna try and target him, but
now I know it's not a massive achievement as a Leicester player, but Daka is Leicester's top scoring European goal scorer already in his first season for Leicester. It's not a big accomplishment, I know, but
I know you love this stat. 4 goals in one game bloats the stats, but fair play.
But they have Doku as their player. Should they be scared of Daka and Barnes?
Definitely, especially Barnes. Barnes is he's a serious baller, Barnes. I love him. I love watching him play, actually. He's one of those players that as soon as he gets the ball, you know what he's going to do. He's going to cut inside, cut out, take a shot, you know? You just don't know. He's exciting. And Daka, in behind, if they're playing a high line, I don't really know how Rennes play, then it's going to be dangerous for sure. There you go. You got the lineups coming out now.
So why isn't Ward on the bench? Just have a look. Teams have come up. So we're playing a 4-3-3. So just so any of you who haven't got the chance to watch it on TV at home, here are the lineups for tonight. We have Schmeichel in goal, Thomas on left back, Justin right back, Sunchu and Amati are the defensive pairing. So we've got 3 midfielders, a Dewberry Hall and Didi and in Tielemans. And we got a 3 at the front. I think it's going to be Daka sitting front and Barnsley or Brighton on the left and right wing. And I'm not going to go through their team because I have no idea how to say their names, but
Yeah, me to go through them.
you go through the Rennes
Give it a
team.
go. Okay, so we got Gomez in goal. We've got Traore right back. Amari and Odegaard are the centre back pairing. Truffert, I'd assume, is the left back. Doku, we've obviously spoken about him. He's left wing. Martin Santamaria, I believe that is. Centre mids. Beauregard is right mid. Laborde and Terrier up front.
So, obviously, I've heard of Doku in the Euros. You know, I know much of a threat he can be, but I don't know much of the threat of them. It's about to kick off. I don't know if they're going to do their knee or not, but I know we will. For my score prediction tonight, I think we are going to concede. I think it's going to be 3-2 to Leicester, same as you. I think it'll be goals.
Yeah, boo, boring. Come on, Jono. Come on, get creative. Get a different one. What do you think? We can't.
I think 3-2 to Leicester. I think 3-2 to Leicester.
Yeah. Okay.
I like
it does hurt me watching this. Seeing Arsenal not in Europe, even if it's this weird BTEC version.
Don't worry, Felix. We know we're behind. We're not watching TV, we're watching on the stream. So we know we're just in sync. So and we're just gonna contact people who can't. So I know people on this stream can't watch it on TV. So we're gonna do this for them. But
what I'll do as well is I'll get my I've got an app that shows me exactly the live stuff going on. If anything happens and we miss it.
Elijah says 3-1 us, respect to win in my eyes. A win in my eyes, because this year they're not doing away goals count as 2, basically, don't they? So,
Oh yeah, is it this year they've changed it? Yeah, of course.
So, as long as we get a win, I don't mind it. They could score 2 and we could score 3. As long as we get the win. But we have kicked off at the King Power Stadium with Leicester kicking from left to right. So immediately they go straight to the left wing for Doku immediately.
Yeah.
Just immediately just hammer to the left wing.
I reckon it's going to be a very attacking game, this one.
So this season, Leicester have made 3. Well, we made a few signings, and we've made three signings that Premier League sort of like what would I say? Not legends, but the experienced Premier League players. So we've made a signing of Vestergaard, Bertrand, and Lookman. Do you think Lookman? I think obviously Bertrand and Vestergaard have had awful Leicester careers. Vestergaard's a walking tree stump, and
I know you're not a fan of Vestergaard.
Bertrand's come in and he's been injured ever since. But Lookman, I think when he's come in on loan, I think he's looked absolutely quality. I think he frustrates me because he's quite scared of doing stuff, but his ability can do it. Do you know players who try to do things where they don't have the skill for it, but they attempt it anyway? He doesn't do things when he can do it.
Yeah, I think for him, I think he just needs to just carry on developing his game. Really, he's clearly talented. He's quick. He's a good player. But
Adrian,
yes, yes, Hollis, how we doing? I made it, bro. I'm infiltrating the Leicester stream.
Sorry, Fee. There is the score line. It is. I know it's about the minute. It's 3 or 4 minutes in game, but we're on the second minute because we're on stream. We're going to be behind. But Rennes are automatically.
I've got a live ticker anyway. I think Rennes have won a free kick in the attacking half. So.
Well, at the moment, Rennes are all over Leicester's back line. When we've already blocked in.
A lot of pressure soaking it up at the moment. But yeah, I've got a question for you. So obviously James Justin has been injured for a long time and he's recently come back. How are you feeling about him? How's he been playing? I haven't really paid attention, but I know he was always quite good. Came from Luton. I'm a Luton boy, so I was quite happy to see him move to Leicester.
Well, I think he's when he came back, every player that has come back from injury has been injured. So Vardy's got a knee injury again.
Oh yeah.
So what is it as well? Justin's come back, had 3 games, and I was injured again for hamstring.
Justin's playing.
Yeah, this is his first game back of his injury.
Oh really? Oh man. Okay,
he had a ACL,
Yeah.
He came back a few months ago. Then he got a hamstring injury. This is first came back after the hamstring. So I think like he's just signed a new contract, as well as Fofana and Ricardo. He's another defender who signed a new contract. So defensive wise, we're nailing down some quality players.
Yeah. Although Vestergaard, what a flop. I don't actually think he's that bad of a player. I know you don't like him, but
do you know table football on the pole? I'd rather have a large figurine of him on a stick where you move around the back of the pitch than him actually being a footballer.
Who would you sign though in defence? Who do you reckon would want to come to Leicester? Especially if you don't. Let's say you don't win this Conference League. And you end up like where are you at the moment in the league? What position?
We're 12th.
Yeah, not great. Tielemans might be off.
Tielemans is off. Tielemans is definitely going. Sionchu is on the fence. I think he's going to go. I think he's got Maguire syndrome. But I'll tell you what, though, that is 80 million well received from Maguire. You know, to see his performance again he's had an awful season, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's not a very good player. I mean, I don't know why you'd pay 70 million for him.
I know our friend Hollis is a Manchester United fan, but you know they're all too well how his performance was against in the Manchester derby. Yeah, true. Chelsea, their situation is pretty dire. You know, with the implications put into their club, you can't buy, they can't sell. He can't sell the club. All merchandise is stored. You can't make any more money off them.
It's crazy times, isn't it, that we're living in? Just when you thought things could get back to normal again, even more craziness is going on.
Rennes have already made.
Ooh.
Rennes are not on the door.
Yeah, he's kept it in for throwing, I think. Was it a throw-in or did it go out for a corner?
It's a corner.
Oh, no. It went out for a corner. Okay. See, let me check this. How are you feeling so far, though, John? A bit nervous?
We always, as long as we don't concede in the first 10 minutes, I'm fine. We do this again in every game. We always take a while to settle into the match and, settle in. But this has been an issue with Brandon. You know, we always tactically fall so quickly, and by the time we come back into the game, it's too late. Like against Arsenal, you know, in the first half, the first half we've probably played you this season so far, we were abysmal. You know, you were scoring goals for fun. Second half we played much better, but by then the damage was already done.
Yeah, see, that's what I was really happy with Arsenal for, because there was a period of time in that game where I thought you guys might come back into it, you know, but actually Arsenal just kept going, kept driving, and that's what I haven't seen in a long time.
This is the problem with Brendan's tactics at the moment with Leicester, is if you just play safe, grind it out, if you get your chance and take it, and just keep the ball, you're pretty much done. That's been our issue. It's very hard for Leicester. I remember last few seasons, even though we go 1-0 down, we always find a win. But at the moment, we go 1-0 down, we lose our heads. It's
That's what I mean. That's what I was saying. I feel like that when you recruit in the summer, you need to make sure you bring in the right temperament of player, because that's definitely what's helped Arsenal massively. We were going through a weird period where we weren't really doing what we should do what we do on the pitch, and also no Europe. You know, looking like a bad team. Big players don't want to come to us. You get the wrong egos in there, it could throw the whole ship. You know, sink the whole ship. So, I think as well as quality, you need the right temperament of player.
We're in the same boat as you, I think, because we've got sort of deadwood in the club, which I won't say deadwood, but I think we've got players in the club which don't offer anything, which, you know, we want exciting young players. Like, you've got players which want to prove themselves, which is proven on the pitch, you know, like, as I said before, Ben White and Ramsdale, you know, they're, you know, players with the question mark above them, but they're performing out their skin. But we've got Tielemans, who everyone knows is a baller, but he's just, I think he's underperforming.
I love Tielemans personally.
I love
him at
Tielemans.
Arsenal.
you what,
I'd love it.
he's an unreal player. When his mindset's right, he's a phenomenal player. But any Leicester fan in here would agree with me that he's not been performing recently. Or there goes Daka. Oh,
Do you reckon that could be though because he knows that he's not really committing long term, so he's kind of lost a bit of
exactly.
that.
But ever since Jude Hall's come in, I think he's just been absolutely bossing it. Jamie Vardy is not Deadwood.
Do you know what the thing is with Vardy, right? I've got a few other friends who are Leicester fans as well, and I saw a lot of people blaming Brendan, this and that, blaming the staff, but I think people forget how old he is, you know, and how old he started playing like at the high level. You know, he started a lot older than most people.
He's broken Ian Wright's record of most goals scored after 30.
You see what I mean? He's a quality player, but he's getting old. You know, I feel like the reason you've got Daka, the reason you've got Iniacho. Iniacho.
You've got Daka in the summer. What's worrying me is that when Vardy came back, that's why we played really well against Burnley and Leeds, is because we've got a lease of life back. And if when he does retire, who have we got? You know, we haven't got that sort of character in the team that can, you know, morale the team up. And I think we'll struggle when we lose him.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's about temperament, isn't it? You got players like Evans there, experienced heads, Schmeichel.
I think Maddison isn't playing because I think last game against Leeds, he had a little bit of not against Leeds, against Burnley, he had a little bit of a twinge in his back. I think he's just being cautious, but Rennes are literally all over Leicester at the moment. Doku on the left is Doku,
Doku, yeah. Look how much space he's got.
It's absolutely running right in the game. Honestly, Fee, it's literally just Rennes outside our box, just passing it around, trying to get in. We've done nothing, and it's literally just Rennes controlling the ball outside the box. Nothing more to say about that, really. But if anything does happen, I will.
I just realised Doku's playing on the left, not the right, so he's up against Justin, isn't he? Yeah, no, I've just realised. I was thinking he's going to be attacking.
Yeah, he's against Justin on our right back. So he ran up a corner, it's whipped in.
Mate, I'm just going to sort my window out quick.
Yeah, it's fine. So at the moment, it's just literally Rennes in the half. Goalkeeper who's it up to Leicester. To Leicester's half, it's cleared out for a Leicester throw. But literally, it's just been Rennes all over Leicester. We need to calm ourselves down. We get the ball, pass it around, get confidence in attack. But you know, Daka hasn't actually had anything to do. We haven't had Barnes has been nothing to do. It's literally just been quite a poor first 10 minutes for Leicester. Both will get back into the game. Adrian, are you to come back in?
Hello.
So
far, I'll be honest, mate, it's looking like all Rennes.
It is looking all Rennes. It is. It's as long as we don't concede it at the moment, I'm happy. But we've not done anything that gives me confidence. That's what I like about Amati. You know what he just did there. He's controlling the defense. You know, if he makes those, the header or the clearance to stop the attack. So that's what I like about Amati. Just like the one thing he's done all season, which I didn't like, was when he literally passed it across the box against. Who did he do that against? Anyone who's watching, let me know who did that against. Who passed it across the box and let them score an easy goal. I think that was Wolves. I'm not sure.
Was he signed when he signed him? Was he signed as a centre back or a centre mid? Because I swear the only time I ever saw him play before this season was in centre mid or CDM.
We played him in the Premier League winning season. I don't know if I don't know what position he was, but he's our confirmed right back, being centre back now. But I don't know where he was before.
Injury at the moment.
You could say Leicester have been given the. I'm tempted to block him from the stream.
No, I don't. It's just the quality banter we need. You know, Leicester banter. I love it.
There seems to be
either way, though. Oh yeah, I think it has been all Rennes at the moment. Not looking good.
There is an injury at the moment. Rennes fans are going absolutely. They're louder than our fans, which is scary. But there was an injury where Rennes players got studs in the shin, so they're just treating him, but it doesn't look too serious. Not like the tackle was against Fofana in the pre-match. That was the worst tackle I've seen in a long time. That was. He snapped his shin in half. That was.
It was 1/4, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the pacey right back I was talking about. I think it's Bertrand Traore. I think
it is Traore. Yeah.
He's the one that's gone off for injury.
So how does it feel that Aubameyang is left Arsenal and absolutely tearing up in the Liga?
Oh, don't even. Do you know what? It wasn't working. It wasn't working at Arsenal. I love Aubameyang. I've always loved him, but we all knew what we were getting when we signed him. You know, some players are just, when it comes to authority, rules, sometimes they like to bend them, and Aubameyang was always like that. And we finally got a manager who takes no BS. So, I can't fault it. Arteta didn't want him, and ultimately, if he didn't want him, I mean, you can imagine if he's sitting around, talking, complaining to all the young players, it might have even caused problems in the dressing room. So, get him out the door, save loads of money.
He's left, and I think you've performed better. Or almost Dak almost took opportunity of a keeper being slow, almost got the ball off the keeper, but it was cleared, and Rennes regained control in their half of the field. But ever since Aubameyang's left, I think there's more positivity around the club. It's more positive. You've got Lacazette is performing well. Saka has been absolutely outstanding this season. So you've got players who can score, and it's a bit like Man City. You haven't really got like a designated top goal scorer, but everyone's playing their part.
Yeah, exactly. It's really good to see the young lads getting goals. Martinelli, Smith Rowe, Saka, all of them getting onto the score sheet. Week in, week out. It's what you love.
I'm really scared of Saka. I that's one player I think Thomas will not be able to deal with.
You should be scared of him, because honestly, he's quality. He just carries the ball, and from what I've seen of him since like I think he broke out properly like last season, or maybe sort of end of the season before that. But his end product wasn't great, and the more I'm seeing him play now, the better and better it's getting in front of goal. Unbelievable. So yeah, I'm worried that Liverpool and the cities are going to start sniffing around. English player, English talent. He's got into the England squad.
That's why you're buzzing that you nickel down an extra extended contract for Smith Rowe in the summer and made him your number 10.
Oh yeah, definitely. I was a bit wary though about giving out those big numbers to such young players so quickly. But look, like I said, and I know you've heard me say it 100 times, Arteta, I'll give him a chance. That's my housemate. That's my housemate, Giovanni.
Cheers for the £1.79. GR Magazine, I don't know what your real name is, but cheers for the
Giovanni. Really, give him a shout out. Gio, that's the name.
Give him a shout out. Have I gone back? Yeah. 1 minute are you on? I'm on 15:20.
My stream actually had an issue, so it kept showing me the injury just over and over again. So I'm trying to sort that out quick. Are you on the same one I gave you before?
Send me the new one on Discord.
Did you send me one on Discord?
No, you sent me one you've got on Discord.
Yeah, that one was the one I'm having issues with. Let me have a quick look at this live ticker here, see what's going on. Oh yeah, here we go. I think we're back. What time are you on?
I've lost it.
Yeah, just as you said that. It's saying 15:22 here. No, that's way too far behind.
Well, the real game time is in the 20th minute, and it's 0-0 still. So I'm about a minute behind. 2 minutes. We're about 2 minutes behind the actual game, but I'm back. We're in the 70th minute now, so it's anyone who's actually not watching the game. It is all Rennes. It's sort of middle of the pitch to our box. They haven't had any clear-cut chances, but they're looking the most likely to score at the moment, which is quite worrying.
Yeah, I think if they score, you guys are done, because unless you have a reaction right now, if they score and you're like this, it's just one-way traffic, really.
This is the problem. What happens when Vardy doesn't play? We don't have that player to frighten. Like Daka's a frightening player, but
Yeah, Daka could do that job.
But he needs to adapt and learn. He's not that sort of player. He needs to learn to be that player because he's our Vardy replacement, and he needs to learn to play, not be Vardy, but have a similar style of play.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, he had a good scoring record. He came from Germany, was it? I think
He came from Salzburg.
Yeah,
ran out a free kick. It's gone straight out for a goal kick.
Salzburg, is that Austria then instead? Either way, I know he was scoring a lot of goals. Pacey player. When I've seen him play for you guys, he looks good. But yeah, you'd hope that he's learning off Vardy, really, don't you? Because if you can get another Vardy, you boys are sorted.
Yeah, I think we're struggling as well. But Doku is, well, if a shot has been blocked, Doku has been blocked again outside the box. Dewsbury Hall has it, passed to Barnes. Barnes is trying to run out, but tackled. And it's cleared again by Suunchu, and it's gone out for a run throw on the halfway line. Yeah, we need to start looking for Barnes. He is our clearest threat. He's against Leeds, and he looks phenomenal. He's one of our main guys at the moment. I agree. I think Daka needs a hold-up player to feed Daka to feed. Nacho front two will be perfect for this. Nacho being the hold-up player, holding the play, passing it to Daka will be brilliant. But obviously that hasn't happened, and we're really struggling to hold the ball because Rennes need to attack again on the left-hand side. They're really loving the left wing, aren't they?
This is so irritating. I don't know what's happened to my stream now.
Yeah, it's been a massive unconvincing start. We've looked quite poor. They haven't been good either. They haven't really created any chances, but
they're just keeping the ball more than you guys, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're just keeping you in your own half. Really, you haven't had any sort of attack.
He's just skipped. That's great play by him. Oh, looks like whenever shot, it's deflected wide for a corner. That could have been a penalty shout. That could have. Look at Doku here is just literally skipping past everybody, and no one can get near him. But when the player's that quick and skipping around everyone, a touch on the leg and he's over.
This is shocking. Sorry, Jono, I can't help out at the moment. I've got no idea what's going on. I'm just using my app.
It's all right.
I don't know what's happened. It was working perfectly fine.
I think Craig. I think all of our front players haven't done anything because we've not had the ball to create opportunities. But Daka's got the ball. We've actually got the ball for once in their half. Daka's got the ball running down the right hand side, passing it to Tielemans. Tielemans got the ball skipping past, and it's gone all the way back to Amate. It's now. Do you know what Brendan has said about our attacks going back to defence? It's the start of a new attack. So if that's the case, we must have 500 attacks a game then. Ball's crossed in, straight down to the left to Barnes. Barnes got Dewsbury Hall. Dewsbury Hall past the middle of the box, but it's cleared badly. Barnes has got it in the box, but deflected. And Rennes clear it out. But it's a free kick. He's knocked over by Rennes. It's a free kick for Leicester outside the box. It's the dangerous position. If Maddison was in, this would be Maddison speciality. This will.
Right, here we go. So
this is the problem with Leicester at the moment. We don't perform for a whole game. We always perform either the first half or second half, not the whole game, which is what has been our issue. If we perform well against Arsenal, for example, if we play well for the whole game, we'll be able to be decent.
Well, here we go. I'm seeing a free kick about to be taken.
Yeah, I'm that bit as well. Well, we know it doesn't go in because someone said that was mad as it would have gone in.
Yeah. Also, I've got the live ticker going on here.
But not every free kick is going to go in. But Albrighton's got it at the right hand side, and it is gone out for a corner. But it's taken very quickly. Justin headed it back into the box, but cleared again. Indeed, he's got to try to turn. Well, Brighton's got it on the right-hand side, passing it to Tielemans. Tielemans back to Brighton. And it's back to Justin on the defence. Oh, it's just not good enough.
At least you guys have got the ball in their half. This will be the first time, probably the longest bit of possession so far this game.
Oh my God, James, I'm actually going to ban you.
God, James lives for this, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does for this. He's just jealous that his team got battered by Man City.
Oh, don't start that. It'll troll you.
Harry Maguire.
The whole Harry Maguire thing is so funny because I remember how much people were so shocked at the price, but everyone thought, oh yeah, okay, big English centre back, and he's just. I've never been that impressed with him. I mean, when he was at Leicester, he was good, but
hang on a second, Rennes on the counter attack. They stalled though, and Leicester have come back in numbers, and it's gone back to the halfway. Yeah. Sorry, you can continue now.
No, I was just going to say it was interesting how he wasn't. It was more probably Morgan, his leadership, pulling people's hair, things like that. That was actually making you guys so defensively sound. I think Maguire's a bit of a fraud, in my opinion.
I think Evans has been our best centre back for years and years, but he's that same as Vardy at the age where any knock he can be out for a while, and he's
Sorry, I mean who have you got in defence? It's centre back, Amity.
We've got Amati and Sunchu. So the moment.
No, I mean in your whole squad, apart from these two, you got
Amati, Sunchu, Fofana, Evans, Vesterlog.
Oh yeah, that's the guy. Is he injured at the moment as well?
No. The reason why we've drawn a lot of games is because Brendan's gone, you know what? Do you know what we need right now is to defend. Let's bring on Vestergaard. You can't even head a ball. He's the tallest player on the pitch.
Oh gosh. Your Vestergaard hate, man. Honestly. That guy, of course he can head. He was always banging corners in for Southampton.
I agree it's better for Leicester. We're actually causing them issues. We actually got the ball. We're actually keeping the ball now and maintaining it. We're not just giving it away. Barnes got the ball on the left-hand side, back to Amate, back to Sunchu, keeping him around the back to Amate again. I think as O'Brighton and Justin swap, because it looks like O'Brien's right back. I don't know.
Oh yeah, he's playing right back now, and Justin's moved to right wing. Maybe they're trying to get him behind a little bit more. I don't know. Could have just been the phase of play as well.
Marty is driving forwards in their centre half. Great pass to Justin on the right hand side. Justin's got the ball. Tries to skip past, but can't. Past O'Brien. Brilliant play by Justin there. Great pass. O'Brien whips it in. Oh, almost got to Barnes, but nipped over for a Leicester corner. Great play by Leicester. It's much, much better.
Yeah, this is more like it now, Before, it seemed like you're quite scared. I saw the fouling Doku a lot and just hitting players. No control over the game. But now you got boys actually playing.
I think for the first 20 minutes, I agree. I think we've just looked like they were the home team and being positive. But the last 5 minutes, we've been the better team. I think we've looked more dangerous the last 5 minutes. But again, why can't we do this for the whole half, for the whole game? Why do we have to wait to, I know it takes a while to build into the game, but we look so negative sometimes. Crossed in, oh, lucky. Justin has brief picture of the ball. This is what I like about Justin. He offers that. He's a bit like you can't compare him to Trent, but he offers that diversity that Trent also offers.
What, Justin?
Yeah, like he's nowhere near as good as Trent, but what I mean is like he's not just a right back. He also is an attacking threat.
Yeah, he's fairly balanced. He's a decent player. Can play left back, right back.
I'm not saying he's anywhere near as good as Trent in any way. Like you can't compare him to Trent. What I mean is he's not just a right back. He's more diverse.
Yeah,
he can go forward.
Yeah.
Just corner whipped in. Oh, cleared again for it's a goal kick.
I think for Luton, he was playing a left back a lot. He's obviously cutting inside a lot. He's always been a bit of an attacking threat, to be fair. That's why I was quite excited to see him join you boys.
Someone's commented on your lights.
Thank you. I've got something special if Leicester score as well.
Don't worry. If Leicester do eventually score, I can't see it happening. But if we do score, we've got a special video which we Leicester fans TV like to play.
Oh yeah.
Rennes keeper hoofs it out. Headed forwards. Rennes have got it in midfield. Great. Oh, unlucky by Dewsbury Hall there. Taken by Marte. Justin's got it. It's back to Schmeichel. Pass back to Suunchu. Oh, indeed, he loses it. Oh, it's a Leicester City throw-in. Very close. Look, almost lost a chance there.
Yeah, a bit sloppy there.
A bit sloppy from Ndidi there.
Ooh, just about.
But we've got him in the defence again, and Marty has got the ball.
1 second, Johnny.
Barnes got it on the left-hand side, cutting in, passes it back. Goal! Brighton knocks it top right corner. What a strike by Albrighton. What a goal. Get in. Strike from outside the box, top right corner.
Oh, what a strike that is.
What a strike.
What a strike that is. Wow.
Excellent goal.
Wow.
So,
wow,
guys,
here we go.
Got
the blue lights going on.
It's Leicester City 1, Rennes 0.
Goal.
Barnes there again. That run from Barnes on the left wing was absolutely sensational.
Yeah, see, I said it. Barnes. Dangerous.
Great pass back. Great dummy by Tielemans, and what a goal by Albrighton. That's why Albrighton needs to be in the team. An absolute baller. Let's go Foxes. What a cracker. Yeah, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, can you hear yourself?
Yeah, second.
Do you want me to drop you out? Sort it out.
Yeah, drop it out. Drop me out quick.
Yeah, what a goal by Albrighton, and I got the comments a while ago, but at the moment, Rennes are on the counter attack. A left hand side, you're going to cross it in. Oh, great clearance by Marty. Albrighton's got it. Hoofs it out to Daka. Daka's trying to hold the ball, tries to turn but couldn't, and it's slipped. It's back with Rennes in midfield. Unfortunately, guys, that we can't send the link to streams or to the channels we're watching on. Just Google football streams on Google and you'll find one. But unfortunately, we're not allowed to show the stream or give any links away to the stream on our site, unfortunately. Let's go Foxes. Yes, of course. And I need to do this for a certain special watcher on the stream who loves seeing this. 1 second. Okay, that's better. Yeah, that was a brilliant goal. You know, he brings that Brighton brings this sort of experience, but different level of attitude and different play to what we usually see. Adrian, are you ready to come back in? No, he's not quite ready. He's not quite ready. Yes, come on, you Foxes. I mean, I think everyone can agree we've been so poor in the first 20 minutes, but we've picked it up. We've come back into the game and we've been absolutely solid in the last 10 minutes and we've deserved that goal. But Dewsbury Hall's got it in midfield, going to whip. Oh, come on, whip it to Barnes left wing. Come on. That's it. Cheers, Fee, for the super sticker. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. Helps us grow as a channel. Brilliant. Thank you so much. This is my fiance. It's her birthday tomorrow, so wish her a happy birthday for tomorrow, everyone. That'd be really appreciated. It's a 20. I'm not going to give her out a raise, but she's getting old, so just give her out her birthday for tomorrow. But the moment it's just in midfield, not trying to hold possession in midfield. It is a bit tippy tappy, but Justin is on the right hand side with Brighton. It's whipped in but going nowhere. All Barnes has managed to retrieve it, and it's a free kick to Leicester on the left hand side near the box, and it's a yellow card to Rennes. AJ, you ready to come back in? Right, you ready?
Go. Yep, all good. I don't know what was going on with the sound, but it's all right now.
All right, it's all good. We have our Forest fan who comes in. He had some technical issues, so he had to go over. He had some sound issues, but
hello, mate.
But yeah, he's our Forest fan who gives us lots of, obviously, positivity every time we play. He always wants us to lose. But even though I hate Forest, we were awful against Forest. Drewsbury Hall crosses it in, and it's cleared up to Barnes on the right hand side, and it's gone up for Leicester throw-in. Rennes throw-in, sorry. But no,
you reckon you're going to see out this half, by the way, mate?
What's that?
Do you reckon there's going to go? Do you reckon you're going to see this half out?
I think so. I think we've established a sort of foothold in this game now. In the first 20 minutes, we were awful. We couldn't get the ball, but now we've got a foothold. I think we'll be okay. But Doku is absolutely unreal. Like, he's causing us immense trouble on the left hand side. I hope Justin can deal with it. But apart from that, I think we can pretty much hold this.
I think if you get in at 1-0, that'll be a good way to start the second half. If you go 1-1, then all that fear from the beginning, I think, will creep back, and you might start panicking. Because the fact that you guys are 1-0 up after the way you started is incredible.
As I said, for the first 20 minutes, we were really poor. We didn't have the ball, but when we grew into the game, we had our one chance, and it wasn't really a chance, really. Brighton had a right foot stunner from outside the box, really. Yeah, well, as an Arsenal fan, AJ knows Forest well. They've knocked Arsenal out twice in the past 5 years in the FA Cup. So
I don't want to talk about that.
We've been knocked out by them, but we went out worse than you. We went out worse than you. We got absolutely hammered by them. We got absolutely. The pigeons on the pitch play better than we do. We did.
Yeah, I mean, fair play to Forest. They wanted it more that night, and they won. So can't fault them. That's the magic of the FA Cup.
They've had a great season. They've had an absolutely fantastic season. I think
their fullback, I think it's called Jed Spence. I think.
I would happily have him at Leicester. Joe Wes Morgan, have an awful career at Forest, come to Leicester and win the Premier League. Captain Morgan.
What a player! Is he still at the club, or has he left now?
He's retired. He retired after the FA Cup as well. Fuchs did as well.
Oh, okay.
Brighton,
though. Is he the one that's been with you since the beginning, like League One and all that?
All Brighton came from Aston Villa before we won the Premier League. I think a season before the Premier League.
Who am I thinking of? That was with you for years.
We've had loads of players.
Was it
We've had loads of players been with us for years.
He'd won every title with you boys. I think League One, Championship, Premier League.
That was Andy King.
That's it, Andy King. Yeah. Never mind. What's he doing? I haven't seen him.
I don't know where. I think he went to. Oh God, where did he go to? He's gone to a League One team, I think.
Oh.
So
as Bristol City, I think.
That's it. So as you're not a Leicester fan, but from the outside, like I saw a video on Don Robbie's channel of like young players in the Premier League. Apart from Arsenal, have got fantastic young players. But do you think like we've got youngsters coming through as well? What do you think of our youngsters coming through, like Dewsbury Hall, Chowdhury coming through our academy?
Yeah, does Chowdhury through the academy as well?
Chowdhury came through the academy, yeah.
I know Dewsbury Hall. He looks like a very good talent. To be fair, very good player in the midfield. Even Luke Thomas, when I saw him, he looked pretty good. Defensively, I'm not too sure on him, but I did read, I think, that he was a striker or something in the youth team, Luke Thomas. I don't know if that's you guys or not, but yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, there isn't that much youth in your team that I've been blown away by, but Dewsbury Hall definitely looks like he's becoming a bit of a mainstay.
I think the signing of recent times is Vardy for 1 million.
It was a great
I
remember we tried to buy him.
That's an investment. What?
We tried to buy him from you boys.
He tried to buy it, but Vardy's like, "Nah, I'm committed."
Yeah, well,
why would I leave Leicester when they gave me the one chance no one else would?
Yeah, no, I commend his loyalty, to be fair, and I feel like if he had come to Arsenal, it may have sped up his career, like the way his career is going. He may have actually, especially where we were playing, he may have actually made it worse.
So, at the moment in the game, Leicester have dominated. I think it's switched around. We're now controlling the ball. We're now in their half. Nothing's really happened. It's just kind of tippy tappy in their half, but nothing's really happened. But Daka's got the bars cleared out. But they're trying to counter attack. But Amate's playing absolutely fantastically and not giving him a chance on the ball. So I've got a question for you, Adrian. You know, you hate Spurs. Leicester fans don't like Spurs. We've got Jamie Vardy. Who do you think has had a better Premier League career, Jamie Vardy or Harry Kane?
Oh God, what a question. Well, it depends really. As a player, from a player's point of view,
they were both at Leicester at one point. Vardy and Kane were bench players at Leicester.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. I don't know. I mean, if as a player, I reckon Vardy's probably had the better career because he's won the Premier League. You know, he's won the major trophy. But if you're just looking at Kane still has time to move to another team. I think still has time to win trophies. I feel like Vardy's done what he already.
He's done what he can. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's done what he can. And he's had a good career, considering how late he started as well. I think he's done well, but I don't know. That's a tough question, really, because who plays football just for records? You play for trophies, you know. Records are great, but you can't take your records.
Kane is one of the best strikers ever in Premier League history, but scoring goals is one thing, but winning trophies is another.
Yeah. I mean, who do you think? You're probably going to say Vardy, aren't you?
I'll say arguments for both. You know, Kane isn't a pacey player, so he's had to adapt his play style. So he's had to sit back and, you know, he can't outrun defenders. You know, Vardy can, but Kane's a different sort of play. He holds back and his finishing's 10 times better than Vardy's. Because I think
I don't know about 10 times. I think Vardy's actually quite a good finisher. I mean, some of the goals I've seen him score are unbelievable. But even this season.
Right, I've got the ball in the box. Oh, it's gone out for a Leicester throwing, I think. But they do look dangerous on that left wing. We need to be really careful of that because if we let a guard down, they'll get in. There we go. There's what? Do you know our managers does their own thing, like Ferguson was chewing his gum, and Brendan Rodgers literally, as far as that notepad doesn't catch on fire, that quickly he writes on that. So, this is another football question. What do you think of last night's game, the big one where Real Madrid came out of nowhere to smash PSG 3-1?
I actually couldn't watch it. I was at football training, but I saw when I had left, it was 1-0 to PSG and that Mbappe. I thought, okay. Then when I got home, it was 3-1 Madrid. I couldn't believe it. It was a Benzema hat trick or something.
It was PSG. It wasn't a great hat trick because the first goal caught Donnarumma messed up. He just held the ball for too long. He did that Alisson.
Yeah, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how you get it in the goal, as long as it goes in.
I think there's one thing wrong with your statement, Gray, is that Shearer won the Premier League with Blackburn. So
yeah.
If Kane, you think went to Man City, would you think that is the missing part? Because if Vardy went to Arsenal, I could have seen Arsenal because Vardy was the player you might have needed at that time. But do you think Kane, if he went to Man City, do you think that'd be the missing piece for them to be like the best team in Europe?
I think they'll win the Champions League if they have Kane up front. Hands down, easily, without a doubt. I think they'll blast it. Because if you look at how they play anyway, they've always got, they play Foden, they've tried De Bruyne there, they've tried Gundogan there, they've tried Grealish there. It's all these sort of false nine sort of type players. They're not playing anybody outright up front, except for when like Ferran Torres was playing there, and even he wasn't really an outright striker. I think with Kane, he's dropping in and giving the balls to Sterling, Mahrez, Silva, whoever's on the wing, Foden. I think they'd be unstoppable, to be honest. They already score a stupid amount of goals as it is. Imagine if they have someone like Kane,
Yeah.
I think it'd be ridiculous.
Or Brighton almost had
cheat code.
Yeah, or cheat code or FIFA, like Mbappe.
I'd almost, and I hate to say it, if he had, because I feel like Kane doesn't want to leave England. I think he wants Shearer's record, He just beat Henry's record. That hurt, seeing that. And now he's coming for Lampard's record. I think I'd much rather see him at United than City, to be honest. Because at least
in the Premier League, I'd rather see him. I could see him going to PSG.
I don't think he'll leave England. I think he wants that English record. I think he wants it. He's talked about having it. He's talked about getting it.
Well, running the attack, and it is skied. It was a great opportunity for Rennes by Martin. That was wide open for them, but he absolutely rocketed it up. Like Kepa's penalty against Liverpool has gone miles high, and it is still going to be 1-0 to Leicester. Yeah, I think it's been a half of two halves. First 15, 20 minutes were awful. We couldn't get the hold of the ball, but the second half of the first half, we've been absolutely quality. I think we've outperformed them. Elijah, you better be getting under a Brighton shirt again, He's our local or Brighton master fan.
It was a great strike from Brighton, to be honest.
It was a great strike. Do you think we're playing badly, or do you like this comment says? Do you think they're really tough to break down?
I wouldn't say you're playing bad. You were playing badly at the beginning of the game. I thought you just weren't keeping the ball, but you've settled down now. I think they're quite, from what I've seen, they're staying quite compact. Look, almost everybody's on this side. Look how close their back line is.
Yeah,
they're keeping it kind of very tight. You're letting you have it on the wings, really.
Well, to be honest, their main threat is from the left. Is it Doku or Doku? I'm saying Doku.
Doku, yeah.
Doku. He looks like their main threat. Whenever he has the ball, I'm scared because he has that pace and it's a bit like Barnes in respect. He has that agility, he has the pace, the trickery, and that's what scares me because we struggle to defend that.
So far, he's not done too much. So,
but you don't need him to do much, do you?
Yeah, true. So
I'm gonna put the link out there for anyone who wants to give your first. It is the end of the first half. I'm gonna put out the link so anyone could come and join me and AJ, Arsenal fan, go out and give us your first half thoughts. So, what's your first half thoughts, and what player do you think has been the best, like as a standout player?
I've got to say, Barnes. I think created the goal. Every time he's had it over there, really, he's looked dangerous.
Yeah.
Everyone else has been a bit uninspired, really. But Barnes, as usual, every time I see him play, takes the game by the scruff of the neck.
I think like Brighton's strike was phenomenal, but the creator of that goal was Barnes. Cutting in, out, turning a guy from the out. he ran around this man. He didn't cut in. He ran around this man.
Yeah, just pure pace, wasn't it?
He just pure paced him, and then that cross middle of the box, that Tielemans dummy was really good, and that goal was outstanding. Oh, cheers, Jen.
Thank you, Jem. Love you, Jem.
I do feel sorry for Daka because like everyone's saying Daka's not playing well, but he's not getting any supply, is he? Like, have you seen a pass that's gone to Daka?
No, nothing.
He's not really. No. Like, this is why I think he needs a hold up striker with him. Like, him and Nacho will be a dangerous partnership because he needs a hold up striker, but on his own with two wingers, it doesn't really work. He's just left in on his own.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know the stats, but have you guys tried Iniesta and Daka together much?
Not really.
Vardy and Iniesta have played
together. Vardy and Daka won't work. Definitely not. It'll either have to be Iheanacho, Vardy, Iheanacho, Daka, or that's it. Or Vardy on his own.
I mean, Daka's good from what I've seen, but I think if a team's not playing a high line at the moment, he's got nothing else in his locker. You know, but it doesn't seem like they're looking for him really. Yeah, he's just chasing.
This is what I mean. Like I've seen Daka on the right wing, left wing. He's chasing the ball, but in that position, he's not doing his job. His job is to score goals, and he can't do his job if he's on the left wing trying to feed someone else. So I can't really put. I
was going to say to you, John, same question. Who do you reckon has been the best player? Barnes as well, or?
I think it's been a bit. Apart from the goal, really, there's not been really any standout player. Like, there's not one player which I feel has, defensively been quite well. Amati has made a few really good tackles. Just has been lively down the right, but for the goal, I think Barnes should get my man of the half so far because of that goal. Yeah, like a half time.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, man of the half. Yeah, I think Barnes. Honestly, you boys, I reckon you're in a lot of danger. If you don't get your team sorted out and you finish in a really bad position in the league, players like Barnes, Tielemans, I can't really think of any others to hand straight away, but I reckon they would. Other clubs are going to be looking. Indeed, yeah, definitely. I reckon other clubs are going to be looking at them and thinking, well, we can offer you better money, better positions in the league. Better, more drive. I mean, what do you feel about Brendan? Are you Brendan in, Brendan out? Do you think?
Oh, here we go. This is going to spark a topic because everyone in the comments is now going to comment. Brendan in for me because we've already had deals, a contract extension from Fofana, Ricardo, and Justin. They're three big players. They're not. Like, if we win or lose them, would you agree that they're big Leicester players, wouldn't you?
Of course.
Yeah. So we've already nailed down three players, and Ricardo isn't young, is he? He was like in his mid-20s. So if he was going to move to another club, a bigger club, he would have done. He would have extended his contract. So there must be a sort of like something in motion or a future plan where Brendan's convinced the players to stay and be a part of it. So
28. Pereira.
Exactly. So if he was going to go, he would go now, wouldn't he? So
yeah, in his prime. Yeah, true.
So there must be a plan in place where they're getting rid of the deadwood, not deadwood, but players who don't want to be at the club gone. Bring players who don't want to be at the club, young, exciting players, and progress forward. So get Sol Tielemans. Dewsbury for me is a much more exciting player. Like, he's not as good as Tielemans in quality, but I'd rather have a determined player.
That's what I mean. I think if you get a good mix of experience and youth, you guys could start, doing well again. Because I like Brendan. I would have taken him at Arsenal before he went to you boys. I think he's a good manager, Premier League experience. He knows how to handle egos. He's been at big clubs at Liverpool. So I think he's a good manager. I think if you were to get rid of Brendan, I don't really see who comes in.
You'll bring in
quality.
This is what I like about
the players. You just fall into freefall really to get rid of him.
This is what I like about Mikel Arteta with Aubameyang, because you've got, at some point you've just got to say, like, enough. Like, it's like something left.
Strike.
That
Sorry,
strike.
I just saw that hit again. Absolutely leathers it into the top corner. Unbelievable strike.
No keeper in the world would have saved that.
Yeah, it's incredible.
That was,
I think, postage stamp.
bang. No, that's
like the way Barnes carries the ball, such pace, and even after sprinting that hard and going around the play, just puts it on a plate for all Brighton. What a talent! I am very jealous of Barnes. I'll be honest.
But I think Brendan for me is. That's what I was like. When a manager has no ball, like against Forest, Brendan came out and said, like, that's it. Like, we need. He basically said we need to get rid of some of the team because you can't. With Rennais, with Claude Puel, if players didn't play well to get the manager out, and that's what he doesn't want that to happen. He wants to have players. He wants to play for the club. Yeah. So I think what he's doing is good. I think I'll give him to after summer. And, halfway for the next season, if by then there's no improvement, then I'll be like, maybe. But at the moment, I can't, we've picked up enough points to stay in the Premier League, win a European competition, we won the FA Cup last season. So at the moment, I don't see any reason why we should sell it or sack him.
Sack him. Yeah, I hear that. I think he's a good manager. You got, what is that? Recently got a new training facility. It's a very modern style club, Leicester nowadays. Your owners are brilliant. So I can see why players would want to come to you. Just got to make sure you do have a good sum.
Our owner is absolutely unreal, like what he does for the club. And what someone said here, John Hendon said that Brendan really improved his gameplay. He knows how to develop players. And we've got young players coming through the academy like Dewsbury Hall, we need Brendan is that manager who can bring the best out of them, and I feel that he's doing that with him already because he's already been a bright spark.
See, they're highlighting Docker at the moment, how he's been terrorizing you guys.
Yeah, he does look. So at the moment at half time, they're just we're just going over analysis. We're just watching over the strike. That strike was just unreal. Very very ungreedy by Tielemans because Tielemans could have easily tried to go for that ball, but I think it was just a brilliant. If you look at this, Barnes passed it across. Tielemans easily could have got that, but no, that strike from Brighton was just absolutely class. Absolutely class. Let's get some comments up. So yeah, point is getting rid of Brandon. Give him another window. Let's see how we can. Let's see if we can bring him to improve. I agree. That's what I said. Wait till after the next transfer window. He's been all right. He's got his foot. I think I haven't seen much of Yuri or Ndidi today so far. I think they've just been pretty average. I think they've just done their job. Would you bring Nacho on instead of Daka? Do you think we need that sort of change to help improve the game?
No, see, this is I play up front personally. This is the problem with people that watch football. They always blame the strikers, right? Taking off Daka for Iheanacho isn't going to change your problem, which is he's not getting the ball. You're just going to bring in another striker and he's not going to get the ball. Do you know what I mean? I think maybe, I don't know. I mean, you guys are winning at the moment. It might just be good to just kind of sit a little bit and just try and get a bit more control of the game, really. I don't think you need to make any subs. If you did, you probably want to take out one of the midfielders, but who do you take out? Ndidi is your more defensive guy.
Take off Tielemans. I'll bring him Madison.
Yeah, but that's the thing with Tielemans. He's a good player. I mean, he's not gonna. I guess he's not a superstar, but who do you bring in that replaces him and does a better job? Madison, you think? Is he on the bench?
Is he on the bench? Let's have a look.
I don't know. I would think if he's available, he'd play, surely.
He's on the bench, yeah.
He is. I mean, that could be an option. Bring on a bit more of an attacking threat.
So we've got. I would like to see Lookman come on.
Yeah, Lookman.
I'd like to see. Here's one player which everyone like. I am not a fan of Perez. The only thing he's done this is one player which we need to sell. And there's someone need to sell Vestergaard, Bertrand, Perez.
You're not going to sell Vestergaard.
Mendy, Tielemans, and Sunchu. Those are the players which I'll happily see leave the club and get the money for to bring in players who want to play for Leicester. I feel. But
you're not selling Vestergaard though, mate. Come on, you just bought him. No chance.
I'd rather
I know you hate it.
contract. We'll make our money back by not playing him by winning games.
I think you definitely need a new midfielder.
So yeah, I just agree with you. So by keeping Daka on the pitch, drop Tielemans and push up. Yeah, I don't think taking off Daka is a solution, because if he's getting supplied and making errors, then yeah, take him off. But he won't get any supply, so why take off? Change the tactics to feed the ball to Daka. Then if that's not working, then make a change. But no.
Plus, you got to remember, if tired legs as the game goes on, you want someone like Daka on the pitch. Pacing behind. Tired legs make mistakes.
It's a good game for match day for Perez, but I don't think what Perez does, he puts in a shift, but he doesn't. The only game I've ever seen him quality in was against Southampton where he won 9-0. But apart from that, I've not seen him being quality. To be honest,
I think he's dreadful, Perez.
He's dreadful.
Terrible player. Just turns up at the end of the season.
It's past watershed. Perez.
Exactly. See, he knows. He just turns up at the end of the season. He's not a good player. I don't rate him at all. Turns up, makes you think he's going to be taken off the next season, then he just goes into hiding again.
If Rennes go more attacking, it could leave more space for Daka. So, but I don't think so, because Rennes have looked attacking all for the first 20 minutes, but even that still didn't leave space for Daka to get involved. There wasn't much room for Daka still, so we've got to bring him in the game a different way. Maybe we can bring on Iheanacho as well. Have two strikers would help.
I did notice they were quite narrow, so that could be obviously if you've got all of their players really close to Daka, he's going to have. No wonder Barnes is able to run around. Albrighton had space.
If that's the case, then bring on Lookman. Bring on Lookman for Albrighton. Another pacey right winger.
Yeah. I think that would be a good. I think you could even maybe move Albrighton into midfield, take Tielemans off, put Lookman up front on the right. I think having pace on the wings against these guys might actually help, because both their fullbacks I think are quite quick and push up, and then they're playing quite narrow, so obviously get around them. Then you got balls whipping to Daka. You never know, could work. I personally want to see Daka do well at Leicester, because he's one of those players I saw.
I rate Daka. I think he's good. Like if Vardy was fully fit, Daka wouldn't be getting much involved, because Brendan said when he came in, they need time to develop the English game. They need time to learn the Premier League. They get paid for the Premier League and learn it. And they've only come in, him and Sumari have only come in because of the injuries we've had. So I can't really blame them for the fact they're not performing at their best, because they've not had. It's very rare a player comes in, and the only player I can remember that was doing that was Fofana, who came in and instantly made an impact. But
massive blow for you guys that you lost.
Massive blow.
He was looking incredible for you boys.
Who was his teammate that went to Arsenal that did nothing?
Who was that? What? Sorry? What do you mean?
Fofana, the centre-back teammate.
Oh, Saliba.
That's it, Saliba, yeah.
Yeah, no, he's not... Okay, he's not done nothing, Jono, yeah? He's on loan in France for Marseille, and he's been getting, like, Player of the Month awards and stuff like that, so he's doing well. I think maybe even got Player of the Month more than once in France. So, considering he's a centre-back, yeah, fair play. Normally, defenders don't get Player of the Month. It's normally attackers, so... He's good. I think Arteta wants to keep him, and I'm excited to see him play. I think he was quite young. Maybe Arteta didn't want to throw him straight in, but
here you go. Look, Perez and Vestergaard to Arsenal for half a Mars bar.
You can keep all of that, all of it. Perez, Vestergaard, and the Mars bar. I don't need any of that.
But Rennes started the second half like they did the first half, instantly pressuring Leicester. Not letting us have the ball and really taking command of the half, but keep our heads. It's instantly gone to the left. They're feeding off Doku. They're loving the left wing. Trying to turn on Brighton, but didn't work. Got the ball, trying to run into the middle. Back to the left wing with Doku. or Brighton's trying to shoulder him off, but couldn't. Great across the middle. Brighton, almost great across the centre of the box, but gone for Leicester throwing. Very dangerous already from him. Looks very, very dangerous.
I reckon you guys are playing all Brighton at right wing, actually. We could just sort of double up on Doku. James Justin and
definitely. He just said, Brendan said, look, he's dangerous. Just have double up on him.
Oh, man. I'd love to sign Doku. That'd be a great addition to the Arsenal team.
He's a player that definitely come to England because, you know, any player in Europe now who wants to progress their career always comes to England, don't they? Like, it's very you either go to PSG, Real Madrid, or Barcelona in Europe, or you go to England.
I think PSG. Yeah, could see that. To be fair, I don't know. I reckon
Rennais won the ball back.
The Premier League would be good for him. I think. I just like getting exciting, pacey players in the Premier League. It's what you
exciting, pacey players.
That's what you like. No, like on FIFA, it's great, but in real life, it's what you want. You know, pace, skill. I used to love watching players like Hazard. You know, just turn.
Hazard, when in his prime, when the Premier League was just lethal, wasn't he?
So I mean,
that's the throw.
You love
Rennes tried to play the ball across the centre of the pace, but went straight out for Leicester throwing. Leicester regained control in the halfway line.
But see, this isn't you're doing it again. You're starting off this half, you're getting the ball and you're losing it straight away, and then it's
Our throwing instantly lost it straight back to the goalkeeper. Jude Hall wins it back to Barnes. Oh, lucky. Deflected off a player for the through ball. It's gone out for a Leicester throw, which is
yeah. But see, even there, you almost lost it there again. Sloppiness.
It's sloppy. It's annoying because we know how well we can play, but our inconsistencies is just what letting us down this season.
I feel like you guys are trying a bit too hard to score again.
We're playing too hard, aren't we? Yeah. Barnes, brilliant play by Barnes. Barnes almost losing the ball, but ran back and received it.
Oh, yeah, there you go. You know, because it does seem like Rennes are trying to press you guys. See, this is a bit of a better passage of play. Ooh.
Go on, Daka. That's it. That's what we like to see. And lucky, and it's put pressure on the goalkeeper as well for Leicester throw-in.
Nice.
That's what we like to see. That's Vardy-esque, isn't it? Pressuring the goalkeeper.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. I feel like Daka this game has been just pressing, but he keeps like that. You know, like I said before, tired legs, off of mistakes. Yeah, exactly.
Because Vardy knows he doesn't get frustrated because he knows that if he keeps on doing it, the hard work will pay off. Some players just go, "Oh, it's not working. I'll change my tactic," and you don't get rewarded for it. You just got to keep on trying. Oh, that was awful by Justin losing the ball in the right wing and ran at the ball back and on the counter attack with Doku. But great tackle by Tielemans. Was that Tielemans? Yeah, Tielemans.
Yeah, T-Dog.
I just think I think the word that comes to mind for Tielemans is lazy.
Really? Are you just saying that though because he's not signing a contract? You just want to hate on him because he gets about on the pitch. He gets about on the pitch. I think. I love Tielemans. I remember when Tielemans was playing in Belgium, and there was this up and coming young Belgian centre mid. And I was
break by Thomas, heading it to Dewsbury Hall, tricks it to Barnes. Also foul on Dewsbury Hall. What? Oh, referee, what you're on?
I was very jealous when you signed Tielemans originally.
Well, to be honest, I was surprised we actually got him on loan, but actually to sign him for the amount we did was unreal.
Oh, wait, it's not a fact. Oh yeah, I've just seen it. Shocking! Wow.
Or Brighton was getting lobbed there, or Brighton makes oh shit, that's a free kick to Rennes, surely. And he gives it to Rennes, but not to us.
Don't even talk to me about referees, mate. Arsenal and referees do not mix.
That is not a free kick. I'm sorry. They both went for the same ball. I'm sorry.
It's soft, but
soft.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen the replay.
That was a foul on to begin with.
I haven't seen the replay. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, no, that's.
What
Yeah,
is
I
this
don't know
ref
about
on?
that one.
Look
Yeah,
at him
that.
hobbling back. He's the last player to fake an injury. If he's hobbling back from the halfway line.
Yeah, that was a bit. That was a bit
Wait, you
dodgy.
ran
That.
score from this?
I'm not sure. Ooh,
Yeah. Oh no, they don't. For you,
where's my live ticker? Damn it, I've lost my. Here
Adrian.
we go. Yes, mate.
I need to go to the loo. Do you want me to pause the stream and put a picture up, or do you want to take over for 2 minutes? What do you want to do?
You could just put a picture up, innit?
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm going to take a 2-minute break, everyone. We'll be right back as we take a quick toilet break. As I need the toilet.
Thanks for watching.
Sorry, not that one. We're not finished the stream just yet. So we'll put up the goal scorer while we have a quick 2-minute break. Sorry about that. You know, when nature calls. I can't really be uncomfortable, but no, no, it's not fair on someone who's not really a Leicester fan to host a stream. But no, we are back. What have I missed? So 1-0 to Leicester, which is good. But on the Shrewsbury almost had a chance, which was great. Yes, I just saw the replay. Shrewsbury should have scored. He's got the ball on the left-hand side. Passed it to Barnes. Barnes got the ball outside the box. Oh, unlucky. Cleared away by Rennes. Toilet break was quick. You know, Cuff can't leave the stream out too long. Is my co-host Adrian ready to come back? Are you ready? Give a thumbs up. There we go. Toilet break.
Hello. Perfect. So far, Leicester looking like they're on the front foot again. Got their energy back.
When I was gone, unfortunately, GB Hall never scored, but we missed that one. But
yeah, I just saw the replay. It's good save from the keeper, but he didn't really put too much on it.
As a club with Lineker as a legend, we should respect when nature calls. I'd rather not soil myself on the stream, let's put it that way. But Tielemans has got the ball outside the box, crossed it in, and it's gone out for a Leicester corner. Almost took out the guy, it's gone down on the floor. Unlucky by Tielemans. Tielemans has offered that spark and magic, but he's just he's so frustrating. When his head, it's like Mahrez. When a player's head's gone, they just don't perform, which I don't like. But it is a corner to Leicester City. Cleared. He couldn't quite get it to shoot. Outside the box with Barnes. Barnes passes to Thomas. Thomas to Tielemans. Tielemans out to Brighton smashes it across the middle of the box. Almost got to Suchi, but didn't. Justin's at the ball. Pass it left to Barnes. Do you think that's a tactic? I've noticed don't you on the left-hand side more when there's a set piece. It's a bit weird.
What do you mean?
Inacho's getting ready to come on.
Who do you reckon he's coming on for? Have they done the sub already?
No, they're just getting ready now. The last player one crossing his cags. What I mean is that when there's a corner or a set piece, Barnes drops to the back and then just cags to sit on the left. That's a bit weird, I think, but Rennes have got the ball in the middle of the park. One back by Barnes. Lost it again. Unlucky.
What's your thoughts on the game so far, Johnny? You've been a bit shaky, but
this is our season all over, isn't it? We've been poor. Apart from conceding a goal, this is our season. Inconsistent, excellent spell at sometimes. Likes the teams have possession. When we have possession, we don't do much with it. It's been a bit of a mixture, but overall, we're winning. Clean sheet so far. Touch words. Just keep it that way. Keep the pressure on. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. I agree. I think. And Chowdhury's coming on as well. That's a bit. Brilliant. I love Chowdhury.
I reckon if you guys concede one goal, I reckon you lose. I don't think it ends a draw this game. But if you score again, I reckon it goes to like 2-1 and you scrape it. Because the way you guys are playing, I don't know, it's just not very convincing. The changes might help, to be fair.
Yeah, it's a bit finicky, isn't it? Like it's a bit weird. We're not dominating, but we need another goal.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm happy that Brendan's making these substitutions now because another thing I don't like about what Brendan does, he's makes subs too late. He makes subs when he should have made them 10 minutes prior, but he's making subs at the right time, I feel. But we've got the ball right side the back with Marco Brighton, muscling his way through. That's a free kick, surely. Thank you. You have that free kick, don't you muppet?
Is your camera okay? It's looking a bit unclear for me, right?
My camera's fine. If you want to go in the comments, mate, you'll have to go on YouTube because I've got special privileges on mine. You'll have to.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, I'm having a look.
But we're about to bring on Inacho and Chowdhury 4. I'll let you know once I know. It looks like they're going to come after this free kick has been taken. It looks like Dewsbury Hall's going to take it.
Who would you put on free kicks if you had the choice every time? Who would you put on them?
Maddison for free kicks. And Dewsbury Hall hasn't got that finesse that Maddison has. Maddison as a technique where you can bring it up and over a wall really well.
Yeah, the dip.
Justin's coming off for Chowdhury. He looks like Chowdhury's going right back, which is a good decision because we want a fresh player to keep up with Doku because he's just an absolute beast. and Iheanacho's come off for Daka. Daka has made way for Iheanacho.
Yeah, so easy to switch that, isn't it? Daka's not really done too much this game. Easy substitution to make.
Yeah. Yeah, he definitely needs more practice in the shooting range for free kicks, definitely. But, my blurry, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't know what's happened. It's dipped out a little bit. You're looking like a robot.
You can see the light, can't you? So let me get Senor Fox to clean the screen. Is that better?
I think it's the connection. I don't know if it's the actual. Are you able to drop out and jump it back in again straight away?
Oh, apparently my connection is unstable. That's why.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm hoping my connection comes back. But Rennes are on the attack on the right hand side. All great defending. Chowdhury hoofs it out for a throw-in.
Do you know who I've never really been very convinced by is Sionchu. I remember when you first signed him, he was quite good. And then he had a season where he looked solid for you boys. But I don't know. I just feel like, especially this season, he just seems...
It's because...
I don't trust him. I just look at him playing. It's a bit like with Phil Jones. You just look at them and you just kind of go, I don't trust he's going to... They may be decent players, but something about Sionchu I just don't trust. Because I think we were linked with him a few years ago as well. And for Turkey as well, in the Euros, he was terrible.
I don't know how to improve. Rennes making 2 changes as well. I'm trying to see if I can do anything.
Looks like it's gotten a bit better, a little bit, I think.
But yeah, people are saying it's my connection. Am I sounding all right though?
Yeah, you sound fine to me. Anyway,
I sound fine. Okay. As long as I sound fine, that's all right. Because my ugly mug. Is Doku coming off? Yes, he's coming off. Doku is off. Thank God for that.
That's a strange move, isn't it? I wonder why they're taking him off. Maybe he's got a knock.
Iheanacho's on the attack. We can't restart the stream, Gray, because if I end the stream, then we can't bring it back. So no, we cannot restart the stream. So if I quit, then the whole thing's gone.
Just got to hope the quality gets better.
Yeah, so the quality gets better. 1-0 it will not be good enough. I agree. I think we need another one because on their home turf it'll be a different ballpark. Their fans will be absolutely incredible. So we have to we need another goal to keep it a good get a good lead. But hopefully by then Vardy Vardy went back by then. No feed. The score is still 1. The score is still 1-0 to Leicester City. So don't worry. I'll update the score if we do score. If they score, don't worry. But it's still 1-0 to Leicester City.
Did you see the scores earlier?
Or for the Premier League?
Yeah, Norwich managed to score, but Chelsea won 3-1. I'm just trying to have a quick look at the rest of what happened.
I'm going to go over the scores and the doors for the Conference League. So, Feyenoord beat Partizan 5-2, so they're pretty much through. Slavia Prague have beat Lask 4-1, so they're through. Roma beat Vitesse, but only by 1 goal with a red card. PAOK beat Ghent 1-0. PSV losing 3-2 to Copenhagen. Bodo Glimt.
Wow, really?
Yeah. Bodo Glimt are beating Alkmaar 1-0. We're winning 1-0. And Marseille are beating Basel 1-0. So there are still like, even though this competition is low in the pyramid of European competition, was the lowest in European competition, but there are still a few decent teams in this. Our PSV are a decent team. Marseille are a very good team.
Yeah.
We lost to Slavia Prague in our last European campaign to knock us out. So there are a few teams that are still good in this.
Yeah, you got teams like Roma as well, quality team there. Jose Mourinho.
like if you look at Bodo Glimt, they beat Celtic 5-1 in aggregate, and they're winning again now. So even a team that's still quite low in the pyramid of football is still doing bits. So it's all to play for. But at the moment, Rennes are all over Leicester City at the moment, trying to make their way through. But Leicester being defensively strong, they can kind of cross it in, but we're heading it away. Juice Bill trying to drive the attack forwards and passing it to Barnes. Barnes on the counter attack. Come on, pass it to Juice
absolutely. Who do you?
Hold on, Juice Bill. Go on, shoot! Oh, blocked. And it's gone and it's gone wide. Oh, should have been a goal there.
Sorry, mate. I was just going to say, as a Leicester fan, if you get through, what team do you absolutely want to avoid until the final?
2 teams. Marseille is one of them. Right. Definitely Marseille is one of them. And Bodo Glimt at the moment. They're, an underdog team where you think you can beat them, but actually they're really good. If they're beating, but Brighton's got a corner. Am I okay, guys? Is my camera still blurry? Is it still okay?
It's a little blurry still, I think, mate.
A little blurry. As long as if I start stuttering on something, then we might have to consider. But as long as I'm sounding okay, that's the main thing. Or Brighton's corner straight to Chowdhury has to header it, but couldn't get the power, and it's gone straight back to Rennes. And it's a free kick by Chowdhury by trying to head it over. Yeah, I agree.
Someone's saying
that's been abysmal.
Someone's agreeing in the comments there with you, Johnny. Scared of Glimt.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's like some teams are really poor. I remember when Wigan won the FA Cup. They were dominant in the FA Cup, but yet they were awful in their league. Sometimes teams just thrive in competitions.
It's cup football, mate. That's the magic of it. Cup football, you never know what could happen. I don't remember when that team beat Madrid. I can't remember who they were. I think a bunch of farmers and
still blurry. Yeah, I'm sorry about the connection, guys. Normally I have really good connection when I'm streaming, but Adrian must be just a jinx.
Oh wow, thanks. Cheers, mate.
No, but my connection is always a bit poor. But no, it's actually no. It's normally really good. I don't know why it's like this.
It was perfectly fine. I mean, it looks like it's getting better again now. Seems better now again. It was fine at the beginning of the stream.
Iheanacho's trying to turn but couldn't. Great pace by Iheanacho. Oh, try to get it through, but unlucky, lost it. Oh, is it okay now? My connection bar's gone.
Yeah, it looks good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice. I'd be interested to see if Iheanacho brings anything new to the front line, though, because obviously Daka was playing. Looks like he's been tenacious, but what are your thoughts on Daka so far for Leicester? Minus the fact that he's got 4 goals in one game. Take that out of it. Just him as a player for you boys. I'm just saying because I don't know. Has he been playing much in the league at all, or mainly cup games? I'm not really sure on that. About Daka.
In the Premier League, he scored against Manchester United. I think he's a good player. He's still miles away from the player I want him to be in the Premier League, but he's not a player which you think, right, he's just going to flop. Like Perez, I feel I never had confidence would grow into Leicester City, but Daka is a player I think could definitely grow into Premier League and sort of make his own sort of way into it. He can adapt his game, but definitely confidence in Daka. He's a project. Brendan didn't buy him for an instant fix. He bought him to be a project to replace Vardy. That's why we got him.
It'd be interesting to see if he gets mentored by Vardy, because if he becomes a second Vardy, sorted.
1,000,000%. I reckon Vardy's giving him lessons.
Bit of coaching. It's difficult though. Vardy's a very unique player because I feel like not only has he got pace and he's quick and direct, but he's really good at reading the game. His positioning is incredible. He's always in the right place at the right time, and then his finishing is one of the best I've seen. Honestly, he scores back
Who's
heels,
that?
back flicks. Vardy, left foot,
Yeah.
right foot. It's incredible.
You see his England goal he did against Germany, where he literally did a back heel flick. And
I can't remember it. I remember more recently though. He scored like a sort of as the ball
yeah, I
comes
know
in.
what you mean.
Yeah, I don't know who it was against. But was that against City or
against City? We won 5-2.
Yeah, exactly. That's the sort of thing that can push you guys up the table. A player like him, it's incredible. It's a massive player. He's not playing.
According to our Leicester fan, to our fan Gray, they are the second most high scoring teams in France, apart from PSG. That is scary.
Yeah.
What's my
I
mouse?
mean, so far, 72 minutes in, or 74 minutes probably, and you haven't conceded yet against the second highest scorers in France. It's good start, really.
If we win, if it's as it stands, it stays 1-0, we'll have 3 games on the bounce we haven't conceded. That would be our best run in a long time. But we've still got a long way to go. Rennes are still looking dangerous in this through, and it's great save by Kasper Schmeichel. There's a shot clear on goal, but Schmeichel's a big left foot and clears it, and it's gone up for less, and it's gone for a Rennes throw in the halfway line. Great save by Kasper Schmeichel there to keep us in the tie.
I'm about to see it, I think. Here we go. Yeah, brilliant. See, that's what I mean. With Schmeichel, he's been so reliable for you boys this season, especially.
Rennes on another counter attack. On the right side, was facing Sunchu, trying to cross in the middle. Kasper with another great save. And it's gone to the halfway line again. Rennes are putting on the pressure towards the end of the game. They're putting on the pressure. So let's quickly look over the Premier League. I know the Premier League was also playing whilst we've been playing today. So the moment Aston Villa are destroying Leeds 3-0. Newcastle. What else was today? Chelsea beat Norwich 3-1 and Newcastle beat Southampton 2-1. Newcastle have had a resurgence, absolute resurgence. I'm scared. I think they're in better form to me than any other apart from Man City and Liverpool and Arsenal and Chelsea. They're the best. I think they're the fifth best team at the moment in the Premier League. They're just on absolute form.
Yeah, they are flying.
But Rennes have got a corner. I
can't see the Premier League results. I don't know what's going on.
Another corner, and it's cleared out by Suyuncu. Excellent defending by the lads. Excellent defending, but Dewsbury Hall's trying to claim the ball back in midfield, but couldn't. And it's back with Rennes on the left wing. We're trying to claim the ball back, but we cannot receive the ball. We can't hold the ball for more than one pass, and it's bad because Rennes are on another attack. Left-hand side, about to cross it in again. Chardry, great defending. Rennes keep it in from stop being a goal kick, and Dewsbury Hall absolutely whacks it to Iheanacho in the halfway line. He actually tries to turn, but couldn't. It's with Tielemans, push it forwards and give Rennes possession again. Oh, keep the ball, lads. Stop hoofing it up. Keep the ball.
I think there's a lot of panic now. You boys are panicking.
Yeah, we're panicking. This should be in the 82nd minute, not 89th minute, not 75th minute.
Yeah, just lobbing it, aren't you? So I mean, I feel like with Rennes, they're just not. They're attacking you guys, boys, so much, but they're not forcing it. They're just keeping the ball and running at you. Whereas as soon as you guys get there, you panic, clear it.
That was a great tackle by Ndidi, I feel. I thought it was a great tackle. That's a great tackle, ref. What are you on?
Studs might be up, to be fair. Also, the theatrics make it look much worse. Oh yeah, he's knocked his knee. He's knocked his knee before he's hit the ball there.
So Rennais made. I don't know who on earth they're bringing on or off. So I'm not going to go through it, but they made 2 changes.
Oh dear.
Yeah, Trippier's gone to Newcastle for the money. Trippier went there for 2 games and now is playing Fortnite at home. Bringing in the money.
He is injured. He is injured though. He fractured his
injured,
foot.
yeah.
He's
not doing a. What player did that?
Ozil.
Özil, that's it. Yeah. Arsenal are the best teams in the world at buying players and get rid of them for nothing.
All right, easy now. You're gonna lose Tielemans, and you won't find it as funny, mate.
But we're good at making money from players from nothing, and you're like you go to Kante bought for like 500k, and or was it 4 million Kante was, but we sold him for 40.
No, it was a couple K, I think. Yeah, 500k, something like that.
Dewsbury Hall is it's so frustrating. We're trying to run. We need to stop trying to run with the ball and losing it. We need to keep the ball and just slow the game down because Rennes are just always on us. Oh, that's a free kick again. I don't know how that wasn't a free kick, but referee let it go. This referee's been poor. That's a free kick to Leicester, surely. 2 free kicks there in a row. Referee has missed them both.
Oh yeah, no, that was Barnes that just lost the ball there, mate. I think Barnes.
I said this ages ago. People say, "Oh, you can't play Tielemans with Dewsbury Hall." I think he will. Rennes has a shot, just wide of the post. Rennes are getting very, very close to equalising this game.
Yeah, they're hungry. They're not scared. So I mean, it's the fact that you boys are winning 1-0 is to me still amazing because I've thought all game Rennes have looked much more. They've wanted this game more.
We are bringing on Maddison and Lookman. People who are not watching the game, we are bringing on Maddison and Lookman. I'm suggesting first man coming off is number 7, and that is. I should know this, but I don't. He's bringing on Harvey Barnes. Harvey Barnes is coming off. I think it's fair enough. Barnes has done his shift. Keep him safe for next game. Barnes coming off for Lookman, and I'm guessing Maddison's coming off for Tielemans. So that's what I'm supposing. No, Dewsbury Hall is coming off. I don't know why on earth Dewsbury Hall's coming off.
Yeah, it might just be you don't want your younger players to be getting injured.
That's true.
Probably just a bit of a rotation.
Maybe this will bring some stability. When Maddison came on against Rennais, he absolutely stole the show. He scored 2 fantastic goals. So hopefully he'll steady the ship for the remaining 10 minutes of the game. We go into the 80th minute. Leicester City 1, Rennes 0. We've made 4 changes so far. Let's see if that's good enough to bring us into the game. Madison already getting in trouble with the referee. Kieran Dewsbury man of the match for me. I don't really have a man of the match. It's been quite weird, but it's been quite a weird one, really. I don't really have a man of the match.
I'd probably say Barnes if I was going to say any, or maybe even. I don't want to say Schmeichel. I don't know. It's been a bit of a lackluster performance from everybody. Really, it's been a bit.
No, I think it's been an average performance for everybody. It's not really been a player for me that's absolutely stole the show. Apart from a bit of magic from Barnes running around the player to get the goal, I've not really seen anybody to.
Barnes or Albrighton, just because
they're yeah. Maddison has the ball. Great pass to Iheanacho. Tackle by Rennes. It's gone up for a corner. Kevin says Albrighton for absolutely running his socks off. When Albrighton plays, one thing you're going to get is absolute commitment and, full effort. And, you can't take that away from Albrighton. Even though he might not have always had the best games, he puts in a shift.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's like with Aspilicueta, they might not be the best on the pitch, but they work hard and they put in a 7 out of 10 every week. That's what you want.
There's one word which you can always say for that, like Aspilicueta and Albrighton players like is reliable. Always reliable.
Yeah.
They never have a bad game, do they? They never have a bad game. We're crossed in or cleared by. I don't know what Chada was doing there. Hoofed it out for a throw in. I don't know what he was doing there, though, Chada. That's a bit questionable, that was. You'll see it in a second. He just hoops it.
Yeah. Yeah, see, he should have just controlled that really and carried on the attack.
Yeah, he should have just controlled that. I'd rather just hoof back into the box. That's more dangerous than hoofing out for a throw-in. Rennes have just passed it around the box. Iheanacho is trying to pressure the keeper. The keeper hoofs it out, and it's claimed by Albrighton. Albrighton has the ball, and it is a Leicester City free kick on Albrighton for a push.
I feel like the game's gotten a bit messy now. It's not.
It's gone a bit messy, hasn't it? It's a bit.
Nobody's really controlling the game. Nobody's really.
I think that's why we brought on Maddison to try and calm the game down and bring some consistency back. But speaking of Maddison, he's over the free kick that Albrighton has just claimed is going to cross it into the box. Oh, it's a bad free kick. Hit the first man. It's gone up for a Leicester City throw-in.
Here we go. It's annoying that I'm a few seconds behind you. I'm not even sure why. It's the same.
I'm not sure. You tried refreshing?
Yeah, I've refreshed it already. Yeah, I can try it again. But I've definitely refreshed it already. I don't know.
Oh, unlucky.
How's that?
Oh, I don't know. Come on.
I'm just about seeing Chowdhury take a throw in now. So,
to be honest, if we win by that man, this sort of game, you just need that one moment of magic to win the game. And at the moment, that looks like Albrighton's goal was just that bit of magic to win it. What is the difference maker? Because I think both teams have been pretty similar, to be honest.
I don't know about similar. I think you guys are very lucky, to be honest. Very lucky.
We've been lucky. I just think Rennes have not been. Oh, that's a free kick, surely. Yeah, Lutman gives away free kick to Rennes.
They've not been clinical at all, Rennes, actually. Considering that they're apparently, I mean, I want to have a look at this now because I want to see are they actually the second highest scorers. If they're the second highest scorers in the league, they've not impressed me with their end product this season so far.
No. This referee has been poor. Some of his decision making has been absolutely has been a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever a free kick goes straight down the middle, and it has gone for it's gone for a corner to Rennes.
One of the strikers playing for Rennes at the moment is actually fourth highest goal scorer in the France. Terrier.
Really?
Yeah. Just underneath Mbappe, I think. No, Mbappe's second.
My stream has gone. Don't die on me now, please.
Did we send you my one?
No. I'll try and get it back. We're seeing the free kick again. I'm seeing.
Mine's being. Yeah, I don't know what's happened here.
Let
me get my.
I'm on 85th minute, but the real game time is 87th minute. So we're 2 minutes behind, but it's still 1-0 to Leicester City as I'm seeing. And with a stunning goal by Albrighton.
That's got to be one of his best strikes as well.
Oh yeah, well, that's one of his best goals of his career. That was just absolutely sensational.
Right, live ticker. Okay. Seems as if Rennes they're about to have a really close chance. Messed it up. Putting the pressure on you boys now, though.
This is what I love about foreign fans. They, no matter what score it was, they're always, without a doubt, cheering on their team. This is with England. If we go down, we get a paddy and we just sit there quietly. But if other fans, they cheer on their team from minute 1 to the 90th minute, don't they?
Yeah, it's passion. That's what I love about football.
Getting bored of the Arsenal fan now.
Wow. Sorry, shall be more entertaining.
No, it's to be honest, this game's got a bit flat, really. It's just a
bit dull, isn't it?
It's been a bit dull all over. Apart from that bit of magic from Leicester in the first half, it's been a bit dull. But Rennes on the counter attack on the right hand side, trying to cross it in. Luke Thomas trying to block him. Great by Thomas there to pass the ball. Oh, Sunju with the ball back
on the weekend.
What's that?
How do you reckon the Arsenal game's going to go? Arsenal-Leicester.
I think we're going to get battered 3-0. Honestly,
3-0, you think?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be honest. I was expecting you boys to lose this game. I mean, I said 3-2 Leicester, but in my heart I thought you might even be 3-2 to them. But you've kept them out so far. A bit of luck, yes, but defensively looking a bit better. If you get this as 3 clean sheets on the bounce, like you said, it might not be that clean cut. Obviously, Arsenal we're flying at the moment with our attack. Everyone's scoring, but you never know. Counter attack.
For us at the Emirates, even when you're on poor form, the Emirates is always for us is a place that we never ever get a result. You know, we've only had 1 win there in God knows how long. So Tielemans is making way. Is he getting subbed? No, he's not. He's not getting. I thought he was making way then.
They didn't put up a board or anything, did they?
No. I thought he looked like he was walking off there, but he wasn't. I wouldn't know, Elijah. I've not got my headphones in, so I don't know what the chant is. But as I said, Daniel Amati for me has had a resurgence. I think he's been absolutely quality. I think he's been brilliant. Oh, unlucky by Amati. I tried to do a bad cook it, but absolutely flopped it.
It's getting nervy.
It is getting nervy. I think
at least you've got the ball in their half now.
I don't want to make the mistake of trying to, have the karma of holding the ball in the corner and then them countering because, PSG all know too well, as we know against Spurs, if you just use your concentration for more than 10 seconds, you can concede. Even if you're the best keeper in the world, you still make silly errors. Is Luke Thomas taking this corner, or is he taking the throw in? Or taking the throw in?
What minute are you on now?
Well, I'm on 88 minutes 45 seconds.
Oh, I'm ahead of you then. I'm on 89 at the moment. Okay. I'm not sure how that's happened.
No, I'm not sure that's happened. But
was that a foul? I think so. Yeah. It's a foul. I think the goalkeeper's going to smack it up the pitch now for Rennes. Oh, no, he's passed it across. They're being very patient, to be fair. Like, the fact that they're losing, they haven't seemed to panic all game, which is interesting. They just keep going.
I think they realise that if they go full on, we can easily counter-attack them.
Yeah.
We've got Lookman coming on now. He's got the pace.
He's not really done too much so far yet, has he?
It's not one you can type in chat. Abbreviate it, Elijah. It's almost over 2 minutes in front. Yeah, we're nowhere near the same time as the on BT Sport, but you can only do what
we're doing our best. Yeah.
Do our best to catch up. People don't have the luxury of watching the game, so we're here for people who don't have the luxury of watching the game. And we're here for you. We're the watch along, not showing the game.
And also, I'm watching the live ticker as well. So if anything drastic happens, I can update. Yeah,
that's fine. So I'm looking at the real time score, and it's 92 minutes. Well, there's 4 minutes added on, and the 93rd minute at the moment. So and just over a minute to go for full time.
I think you've got this though now. I reckon unless something crazy happens in the last 30 seconds, I reckon you'll see this out. Smart thing would be to just relax and just keep the ball. But you boys don't seem to want to relax. It's interesting. I do think though, if you play that way you've played tonight, I think Arsenal will beat you boys. I think.
Yeah, if we play like we did tonight against Arsenal, then I think it'll be really poor.
So, what are your thoughts on man of the match now? Then,
I'm going to give it to Barnes because that bit of excellent play I actually, I'm going to go differently. I'm going to go with Marty.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I think he's been defensively solid again. I think if him in the team at the moment, I wouldn't want him out of the team. I think he's been absolutely solid, controlling the box. He makes runs out of the pitch, meeting other players, get out for a throwing, don't make any silly mistakes. At corners, he's winning headers. I think he's been absolutely solid. I think for me, he gets my man of the match, Daniel Marty.
Okay, that's fair play. For me, I reckon Barnes, just because, like I said, I just love watching him play every time he's on the pitch. Exciting.
Yeah, Barnes is just, I think
he created that goal himself. Oh,
hang on a minute, with this on the
2-0. Iniacho scored a beautiful goal. 2-0, Leicester in the bag.
Who just scored? Iniacho.
Yeah.
Great goal by get in. That is 2-0. Goal by Iniacho.
Here we go. Blue lights are going.
Get in. So that is Leicester City 2, Rennes. Let me find it. That's Leicester City 2, Rennes 0. Get in. Great goal by Iniacho. Great hold at play. I think this is what Rennes were great. Do you know what? Lookman there, excellent. Winning the tackle, getting the ball. Madison, who's that coming in? Madison having the ball. Lookman there was the key player in that, winning the ball back in midfield. Excellent.
Madison carried it as well. That's both of the substitutes getting involved in that. That's brilliant. We love to see that. In fact, all of the substitutes getting involved in that.
I've checked on Google and it is full time. So that is the game. Leicester City have another third clean sheet on the trot. It has ended Leicester City 2, Rennes 0. What performance, but it was an average performance with a great win. Another clean sheet with a team that is flying in the French league in terms of goals. So what's your thoughts on the game, Adrian? It was not been an exciting game, I've got to admit. But what would you say is your overall thoughts on the game? Whilst you're doing that, I'll get the link out so anyone else can come on and give their opinions on the game as well.
I think to start with, very poor. He grew into the game, got a goal at a good time because it put pressure on Rennes because they were playing well and still losing. You've come back out, it's a bit sloppy again, but yet again, just resilient. Like you said, RMRT great at the back. Your defense has been done well. Schmeichel's kept you in it. And you've just kept grinding out, kept a clean sheet and managed to get that one chance at the end and then you just put it away. So overall, if I was you, I'd be pretty happy, to be honest, considering how it started off. Yeah.
And obviously a world-class strike from Michael Brighton to start things off. That strike was absolutely sensational. And Fee, as the game ends, thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Helps the channel grow. Now, Adrian, you don't know this person, but this guy can talk for Britain, and he is our local salad man. He's
local nutter, more like
local nutter. So we've got one of my best mates who is an Arsenal fan. So you've got two things to talk about. One, what do you think of tonight's game? And two, what do you want to ask him about this weekend's game against Arsenal?
Obviously tonight, started off, kicked off, scored a goal, and then 2-0, full time, bon appetit. But no, do you know what? I thought Albright had a really good game tonight.
Yeah,
I think what a goal that was. Rennes played pretty well. To be fair, I think I said it'd be a tough game, and they gave it to us. But obviously, we've kept another clean sheet, 3 clean sheets in a row now. So 2-0 now going into next week in France. Obviously, still a lot to play for.
Yeah.
Obviously, after a couple of antiques in the Champions League, it's not over yet. It's half time, really. In other words, it's half time. So good goal from Nacho too. I don't think it was sloppy. I don't think it was. Obviously, we can play better, but a win's a win.
I'm not saying. Oh, I was being AJ was saying it wasn't a really dominant performance. It was quite a boring game in some parts. It was quite midfield based, but we just need that bit of class to get the goal. And when Brendan Rodgers did tactically really well, bringing Lookman and Maddison, which were key to getting that goal. On Brighton, that goal to the right, to that goal, stunning goal, top right corner was sensational. Kevin!
All right. I was playing bowling, and just before I took my shot, that's what I've just come back from. I came second. And it were literally just before I took my ball, I saw him, yes, jumping up and down. But yeah, it's a good performance. I was going next week. It's half time now, and obviously it'd be a tough place to go. Obviously, Rennes, I said they're going very well in the French league, however you pronounce it, Ligue 1, however you pronounce it, I don't know. So yeah, it'd be a tough game. I think that's their first defeat in the Conference League, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're a good. Like I said,
very good side.
Let's put it this way: they're a lot better than Rand. Let's be honest, they're a lot better than Randers, that's for sure.
Like they're a decent team. The top second highest scoring team in the French league, which isn't something you can take lightly.
Exactly.
So what you got to ask about the Arsenal fan? What you got?
Wow. Well, to be honest, they got written off at the start of the season. Let's be honest, 3 defeats in a row. All them, like that other big club. Sorry, a big club, Tottenham. The so-called big club. Yeah. You can tell by my reference like that.
The only thing that's big is probably that.
But no,
really.
Aaron Ramsdale's come in. Everyone always thought everywhere he goes, he gets relegated. Everyone's is a joke. Arsenal going to get relegated. I know let's be honest, they're never going to get relegated. No. But to be honest, since you've got rid of Aubameyang, I think it's not always about the top player. Aubameyang, with Aubameyang going, I think Arsenal done really well. Obviously,
they've looked at a different team, haven't they, with Aubameyang gone?
But
they've looked at
I'd say a lot of people are. No, go on. I was just going to say a lot of people are pointing that out about Aubameyang, but I think it's more than that. I think it's more cultural. You got players like Mustafi, Guendouzi, Saliba. I guess
we'll play Guendouzi.
Touré.
That's a good sign. I think.
Yeah, all of them are coming out of the club, and now we're seeing our players really pushing. The youngsters. The ones that.
What's his name? The one that
fight for the badge.
Which is the one that scored against us? Was it the Brazilian? Is it Gabriel? Is it?
Gabriel.
Yeah,
Gabriel. Sorry, very good player. But Aaron Ramsdale, I'll tell you what, I've got. Do you know what I believe? I think I'm going to say it now. I think he'll be England's number 1.
He is. He will be.
I think he will.
Good for me. He's had a really poor season.
Well, it doesn't help.
I think he deserves it.
It doesn't help. It doesn't. At the end of the day, you look at Sheffield United last season with Ramsdale.
Players, though, doesn't he?
But at the end of the day, it's what's in front of you that helps you. Sheffield United had a very poor team last year, so obviously it didn't help. Obviously, Ramsdale was conceding goals, but it's defence's fault. This year, he's got a lot better team in Arsenal with their defense. So I'm not saying they're going to win every game, but they've done really well at the minute. And and they get, like I said, they got slaughtered at the beginning because of all this palaver with Aubameyang and what's his name, Xhaka, that keeps getting sent off all the time and everything. So they're a good side. But obviously, hopefully this Sunday is at the Emirates, isn't it?
Yeah, it's at the Emirates. Yes. Yeah.
So obviously, last time we played there, we won 1-0. Vardy goal. Obviously, you'd be pleased to know Vardy's not starting against Arsenal because he likes playing against Arsenal. So yeah, it'll be a tough game. And obviously, from our side, I hope we win in that.
Well, we've got a man in Felix coming on in a minute. So one last thought. Who's your man of the match, and what do you think the score going to be at the weekend against Arsenal?
I think Kevin. I thought Kevin man at match me. People might disagree, but I thought he put a really good shift in. What a goal it was!
Brilliant goal, excellent
blasting
goal.
It top corner. It was a great goal. Also, I don't think it was a bad play tonight. I think they all put a shift in. Did the jobs and stuff. But yeah, so I think Kevin, in my opinion. And weekend, obviously, I want to say Leicester win. I think I've got the feeling it's going to be a 1-0. I think
say what you think, not what your heart tells you. Say what you think, not what your heart tells
you. Well, I think 1-0 less. I think we'll nick it. I think it'll be one of them games where Arsenal obviously have sunk a lot of pressure, and then we just boom counter attack like we did last season. Sheds his underpass, great cross, great header. But obviously, yeah, that's a good point. That in a way, Emilio Smith Rowe and what is it? Jack? What is it? Saka and Emilio Smith Rowe.
Ifs and buts though. Ifs and buts. Fact is, the way
Right,
he's
Ross, I'm
being
gonna let you
treated as
go.
well.
Well, I'm going to play some FIFA anyway. So peace out. Nice seeing you. What's your name again?
Buddy.
What's his name?
AJ.
AJ.
Yeah.
Oh, like AJ Styles. Yeah, no, that's fine. See you in a bit.
In a bit.
Nice one.
I'm bringing 1 or 2 comments, then I'll bring in you, Felix. It was 1 second. I think we'll play a different. I think we'll be a lot better against Arsenal than we were today. I think we're a bit poor today. If Smith wasn't having a great season, Arsenal will be a lot worse off this season. I disagree. I think it's between. I think Arsenal as himself has picked up. I think Ramsdale's having an excellent season. I think Saka's had an excellent season. I think the whole Partey has been excellent. So I think it's been all over the place. But we've got another man waiting. Felix, are you ready to come on? Give us a thumbs up if you're ready. Yeah, he's ready. All right, Felix.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. What are your thoughts on the game then?
Yeah.
Who's playing the match?
Yeah, talking from Nigeria, West Africa. I'm a big Leicester fan here.
My man is from that.
Yeah, there it is. There's the Kenyan flag. There it is.
I think is that
I'm from
Uganda
Kenya.
or Madagascar? Kenya. Wow.
Kenya, yes.
Wow.
Yes,
Got a lot of friends in Kenya. Yeah, it was a great match.
Yeah. So what's a great match?
What do you say?
So what's your thoughts on the match then?
Yeah, I would say we did very well. I knew they were gonna have much of the ball. You see, all those these teams who have young guys who are pacey, they are used to having the ball, but I know they were not gonna score. That is it. It's not as if they didn't try. It was a good test for us to prepare for the Sunday match against Arsenal. I must be sincere. They tried. They gave us a run for a month. They did a very good job. But to say the boys didn't put out a good shift tonight, no, I don't believe that. I knew they were going to have much of the ball. It is the way they play. It's just like the way Arsenal played those days. They have much of the one, don't win. That is the way I knew it was going to be like that. And it was a very good match from our boys. A nice goal from Albrighton. So sweet. So sweet. I keep imagining that goal in my head. It's a very nice goal. And nice goal from Kelechi. I think Kelechi and Patson Aka should be more utilized forward.
Yeah.
I think Barnes really played well tonight, but yeah, and Barnes is a bit selfish. I keep saying this. He's a good player, but there are times when you need to make some decisions, very important decisions by passing the ball. There are always people in the box at times, and he just try to dribble his way and shoot alone. Those things at times affect play. He should pick up players at times in the box if it's not convenient shooting. Fine, he scores fantastic goal via that means, but at least when he sees that the places are blocked, he should try and pick a man. Just a simple pass. But it was a good game tonight. A good game from Kasper Schmeichel. I think Amate is fantastic. I think Siochi is returning back to form. To be sincere, he's getting back to form. Very nice play for the past 3 games. Yeah, for the past 3 games, he has been doing fantastic. Yeah,
I think he's
and Justin, to be honest, nobody we know Justin has been injured for long. It's like so good. I knew when he was substituted, it wasn't as if he was playing poorly, but to prevent a recurring injury, he had to be substituted. And a very good game from Leicester City. A very good game from the boys.
Yeah, definitely. So one last thing, who's your man of the match, and what do you think will score against Arsenal on the weekend?
My man of the match will be. I think I'll give it to Albrighton. Not for anything. That goal alone is worth it.
That's fair enough. That's
Fantastic.
fair enough.
It wasn't a full chance. It was
Yeah.
a half chance. Perfectly converted. Nice shooting accuracy. The goal was just fantastic. I think Albrighton is my man of the match.
And who do you think will score? What do you think will score against Arsenal at the weekend then?
Thank you very much for having me. Thank you very much.
Yeah. All right, finish the speed a bit, mate.
It's a very tricky match, to be honest. It's a very tricky match. It's a very tricky match, to be honest. But as a Leicester fan, I predict 2-1 in favor of Leicester. We are going to score 2 first and we will score 1. Yeah, I know Arsenal is in a good form. Arsenal is in a good run, but I know the boys will put in a very good shift, even more than tonight. They're going to play their heart out. That is it. I'm very sure. Yeah. I just pray, since Vardy's injured, I don't think Daka is. I'm not saying he's not making runs, but his position at times is questioning. Maybe we should try and pair him and Kels on Sunday, then flank Barnes and then Lookman. And I don't know if Maddison will be fully fit on Sunday. I think he should be starting ahead of Tielemans.
Yeah, I think Tielemans. I think it should be Maddison and Kudus before midfield against Arsenal.
Yeah.
All right then, Felix. Well, I'm going to let you go because we're going to wrap up the stream soon. But thank you for coming on, mate. Really appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you very much, my brother. What is your name, please?
Me, AJ. AJ.
Yeah.
I think it's frozen now.
Yeah, the connection's gone a little bit.
Right. Well, cheers for coming, Felix. It's been great having you on. I'll remove you because I think you've gone. Well, that is the game. It ended up full-time. Leicester City 2, Rennes 0. Before you go, Adrian,
yep.
You know, what's your thoughts on the game? What do you think about your thoughts on the game in the weekend?
From what I saw from you boys, I'll be honest, it wasn't what I expected to see. I did kind of in the back of my mind think you were going to get steamrolled by Rennes, but no, it's good. I wouldn't say I'm worried. I'm not too worried about you boys. Like whenever I don't want to sound like a dick or anything, but I remember. Do you remember that season you won it? Obviously you do.
Even the season we won it, we still lost twice against you.
Yeah, you know, and I remember one of my favorite memories was running around screaming because Welbeck scored the winner at the end.
Oh, that Welbeck goal!
Yeah.
I remember watching it.
I thought we were going to have the league, man. I thought we were getting the league. I thought we were going to steal it from you, but no. I was impressed today. You were resilient, even though it's the defense with Amati, Sonchi's back, Justin's back. So it's going to be a difficult game. I personally still think our defense can improve. I think there's been a few occasions where we've been a bit lucky, been a bit, and the last few teams we've played.
Talk to loads at the moment about defensive status because our defensive season is a sieve.
No. I'm not saying. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that it's bad. No, definitely not. It's one of the best I've seen in years. But I mean, you look at the Watford game we just played. We conceded in the first 12 seconds or minute or something like that. It was offside, thank God. But we still have that sort of tendency to switch off, and that still we have that second of concentration, lap of concentration. Just look at you boys tonight. Albrighton had one chance, banged it top corner. Iniacho one chance, put it in the bottom corner. So if we give away chances like that, we will be punished. So for me, I think Arsenal will win this game. It won't be comfortable, but I think we'll win. But I'm just hoping that we can keep that level up. All the other teams we've played have been a bit poor, really, so far. Watford and Norwich and all that.
I think now Leicester in a bit of form. That's our first win. That's our fourth win in a row. Third clean sheet in a row. So, we're in a bit of form at the moment. I think Arsenal will be a massive test to where we truly are. I think it'll be a good game. But I'm going to end the stream there, mate. Thank you so much for joining me as an Arsenal fan. It's been a bit of a weird one. Thank you for helping me co-host the stream tonight and watching Leicester continue their European journey by winning 2-0. But cheers, Adrian. Thank you for being on. I'll let you go. And
no worries.
I'll speak to you in a bit, man.
See you later, mate. Thanks for having me.
Well, that's it. First game of the against Rennes over half-time, as you call it, but winning 2-0. Great goal by Brighton. But our next game, again, as we said, is against Arsenal with different kettle of fish. Will we win? Join us for the rest of the week and we'll find out. Thank you so much for joining us and we'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching Leicester Fan TV. Thanks to our sponsors, ADT Taxis, Everard's, Pucka Pies, Pink Car Leasing, Leicester Writers, Hologram, The Fox's Arms, Peter's Pizzeria, Hope Against Cancer, and Newbie & Co. Estate Agents. Make sure to follow us on all of our social channels at Leicester Fan TV. Visit our website, leicesterfantv.com.